Yo. What's going on, everybody? Boss Page, Argo, Sean, how are you? Let me go to my just chatting screen. How am I looking? Hey, it's absolutely empty. And there we go. Now a little less empty, but still not quite right. Well, first, let me get my Kleenex out the way. They don't need to know that I'm been sick as a dog. Mistra, what's going on? What are the rules for spoilers in here? Wrath of the Righteous has been out for over a year, so I'm not gonna really try to enforce spoilers on that. There we go. Now my camera looks much better. Um, so if you have a question, Mister, just ask it. What's going on, everybody? How are you all doing? We can move this over just a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit more of me in there. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better, Sean. Yeah, boss pays. I'm still sick, but Mucinex is definitely doing the job today. I feel better than I did during the last stream, for sure, for sure. Uh, so not quite 100%, but I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Yep, a little bit better, Argo. Thanks. A little bit better. Um, where were we? We had just finished doing we cleared all the fog from the map. So now we're coming back to the pirates because we got through taking the ship. So I'm going to turn this quest in, and then we'll go back to Nekataka, I believe, to turn in some quests there as well and figure out what are the last bounties that we need. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was wondering why Windwalk betrays you here, especially on Demon Path. It doesn't really make sense as you're already stronger than her former boss. She doesn't have to betray you. She betrayed you because you messed up. So you get a bunch of hints that she's not being the most loyal of companions throughout the game. And depending upon your responses and the way that you deal with Windowall, it determines whether or not she will actually decide that you're the stronger person and decide to be loyal to you. So you messed it up. Uh, that was really wholesome to see that Naruto post. Me and my 71-year-old dad watched that together all the way through. First time I saw him cry at anime, he loved it. Awesome, awesome. I actually fell in love with Naruto after its run. So a guy I was working with in my 20s introduced me to the show, and I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. I'm really a big fan of properties that show the passage of time, and so I thought it was really cool the way he was getting older and steadily dealing with more serious problems, all the way up to the point where he's almost grown and can become the Hokage and all that. I thought that was just a really, really well done story. There was a lot of filler. Naruto definitely isn't perfect, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. Yeah, you have to be heavy-handed and cunning with her. Exactly, exactly. And there are some like skill checks you have to pass sometimes as well. Maybe I should do a guide on that one day.
My sword and other things.
Ah, she grins evilly. I thought I already said this. Quick spurs a done deal.
Aye, and well done too. Most of the prisoners have pledged to cruise in my fleet. You did a fine thing, Captain. Don't think I'll soon forget it.
She rubs her thumb over the swollen net around her neck, mist-colored eyes looking you up and down. Her lips quirk in a sly smile. I am captain of the floating hangman.
I knew you were the only captain who could take it. You are more than worthy of your chair on the council.
Black Blade's hoods. 5% of hits converted to crits with ranged weapons, plus 10% action speed with daggers, rapiers, and stilettos.
The Principe are ready to sail for Ukaizo. Me and my fleet will reconvene with you outside Andra's mortar.
Ah, shit.
Until then, lovesome.
Uh-oh. She blows you a kiss. That's not good. No, we're not going to do that, apparently. I thought you could turn that quest in, but then it would be like the others, where you would get the option to decide whether or not you wanted to side with them. Apparently, that's not the case. Apparently, if you turn that quest in, automatically they say, "Okay, these are your people." Nope, we're not siding with the pirates. What level am I anyway? Ooh, so I'm almost at level 20. All right. Well, then I guess is there anything else to do here? Oh, um, I think there's a person who turns in bounties. One, would you say Barath is like Pharasma? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's pretty accurate.
How is his sheets are so tidy?
He isn't. In fact, he likes to hide his droppings between grimoire pages.
Oh, God dog it. My bad. You can see the game now. Well, you all didn't miss anything since the one quest I tried to turn in, I couldn't turn in anyway. So One Piece, you said, is very much the same, but there was no filler. Interesting. So One Piece, I see so much about it, but I've never actually watched it. Is this something you would recommend? I would appreciate if you did a guide on her romance, assuming you aren't still too burnt out on Wrath of the Righteous. I'm still a little burnt out, but probably another game or two, I'll circle back and start doing more content on Pathfinder. And when I do that, it seems like that's definitely something that I should go ahead and do. For looking at Wrath of the Game, give me like this. Thank you, mister. I appreciate you. Wouldn't trade it for the world. That's awesome. For that One Piece is as bad as Naruto in terms of filler. Benjamin, what's going on, man? How are you? You could do their entire quest line for each until you head off to a certain place. I did. I just got the Hangman ship, so I tried to turn it in, and then the game immediately said, "Oh, okay, so you're siding with them, and you're going to go with them to Ukaizo." That's not what I wanted to do. So, here's what it is. Rob, what's going on, man? How are you? Ian, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Let's see.
What's the good word, Scuttler?
I've dealt with Rock Stomper Rodo.
Knowing the Deadfire waters are short, a pirate hunter is worth 10 times its weight in pyres.
Awaken, what's going on, man? How are you? Udita hefts a sack of coins almost too heavy for her to bear. She sighs at being rid of it and returns her attention to her pipe.
Hate to say it, Scuttler, but I'm tapped out. My client's gone awfully quiet, so we're both better off sailing for the next horizon.
She clamps her teeth down on her pipe and sticks out her hand. Rob, thank you for the $5, man. I really appreciate you. Hey, Slandered, you feeling any better? I am feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but Mucinex is definitely doing his job right now. I feel less stuffed than less stuffed and congested than I did during the last stream. Thanks for asking, man. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Rob, for the gifted membership. So it looks like Pseudo has become a member now. Welcome, Pseudo. Thanks a lot, Rob. I appreciate you, man. Bob, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Turn in all quests without choosing. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd be able to do, mister, but apparently not. Ian, how do you like Hi-Fi? I keep hearing about this game, but to be honest, I'm usually not into rhythm games all that much. So it made me not even want to try it out. But actually, now that I think about it, it might be a good game for me to play with my daughter. Shake her hand. Pleasure working with you, Adita. Okay, and looks like that's it. And hey, a lot of our people have now leveled up by C. Were there any bounty people in the other pirate place? I don't think so. I think all the other people with bounties are in Nekataka. So we need to bounce around to all of them and try to see what's going on. Oh, wait. But first, before we do that, let's I think we have to be we have to be someplace before we're on to switch shifts. I need to change back to my original ship. But it just abruptly stopped and came back years later. Also has to fill it. I used to love Bleach. I actually love Bleach more than I loved. Why is it not letting me? How do you? Here we go. Wait. Did it switch all my crew to the Hangman? Right, so you must return to the shipyard at Neka. So it's not gonna allow me to switch this out until I go back to Nekataka? That's super weird the way they do that. All right, fine. We'll go by sea. We're going back to Nekataka anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So really enjoy your last stream about the employees of Hasbro. Thanks. Thanks, man. I'm glad. Appreciate that. Yeah, I felt like there needed to be a different perspective cast because I saw everybody saying like, "Hey, this is this great thing," and it's a win, and I'm like, it doesn't feel that way to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Glad Bleach stopped and returned. This way we got TYBW in fire animation rather than outdated. Bleach is my #1 favorite anime of all time. It's definitely, it's probably mine too now that I think about it. Everyone is important in One Piece. Even no-name citizens have important backstory. Ooh, nice. Fate Stay Night being close second. So here's my question. So I'm a big fan of Bleach, and definitely plan to play more of that. I had asked like, what are some other good animes that I should be checking out? So Cameron mentioned on Twitter that Demon Slayer is really popular right now, but it's geared towards a much younger crowd. And I definitely prefer my animes like older and more mature, which is part of the reason I love Bleach so much. Okay, now we can go ahead and pull these people off. So for those of us who prefer older type animes, are there any good new ones that are out right now? Or even not necessarily new, but ones that I might enjoy that maybe I haven't seen yet. Also, is like One Piece considered kind of like kiddie when it comes to anime, or is it older and more mature? Nekataka is the Dresden of this game. And come back into area. I see. I've been telling my Pathfinder 1E players to check out the Wrath archetype breakdown videos just to get educated on what archetypes work and which don't. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you all have been able to use it as references. Castlevania. I watched Castlevania and I absolutely loved it. Yep, absolutely. Jujutsu Kaisen. It follows high schoolers, but it's a lot grittier than most. Cameron mentioned Kaisen. So what's good about it? I don't know what that game. Even if you watch most of the beginning, where most of the crew is assembled, you're still gonna get spoiled. Oh, that's for Argo. I haven't seen Castlevania, but I've heard nothing but good things about the anime. Castlevania is amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, he's definitely Navigator. Also watched a lot of anime back in the 80s. Record of the Lodos Wars. Record of the Lodos Wars. Not kids, but teens. Okay. I've never seen that before. Records of the Lodos Wars. Yeah, Castlevania was amazing. I'm looking forward to the sequel. Unfortunately, I know it's like way in the future, so I don't know if Isaac is still going to be in it. But I'm with you, Anthony. I really hope so. Starts a starstruck pirate then and goes through the stage and ramps up the seriousness like Naruto did. Expect that same level. Oh, for One Piece. Oh, okay. So it becomes more adult over time. That might be something to play. For anyone that plays TTRPGs, I'd recommend Goblin Slayer. It's definitely not for kids, but it's pretty good overall. Ooh, that sounds like something interesting. It's an anime about curses and people you care about actually die. The author is afraid to make good on promises of dark storylines. Okay. That sounds right up my alley. So let's see. Well, he's a helmsman and a navigator. We don't need another navigator. So what's helmsman? Helmsman, here we go. Oh, that's Creeth. Okay, yeah. Get you back in. You're a cannoneer, or you could be a cook. For now, we'll put you as a cook. Moonlight, what's going on? Coughing's much better. I'm doing better today. Still not 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. How are you? Oh, yeah. You know, I watched like 5 minutes of that Dragon Age anime show. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. Legend of Vox Machina are good as well. See, I hadn't checked that out because I don't watch Critical Role at all. And so I wasn't sure if it was something you would enjoy if you haven't been familiar with the show. It's not only for adults, though. Teens could watch them as well. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Don't watch Goblin Slayer. The anime is quite generic. Okay. So it's just a tabletop game that we should be checking out for. Interesting. It's very fun about Goblin Slayer. I'll check it out. Plus, it has some very unsavory stuff. Nice. I'm fine. Yesterday was my birthday. Yo, happy birthday, Moonlight. Happy birthday. I hope you got to do something nice. Ooh, he's the level 5 deckhand. Isn't that? Yeah, that's Rigger. Oh, wow. I didn't realize he becomes a level 4. Yeah, level 4 rather. Deckhand. That's awesome. And Tilla, you're a surgeon. Okay, so put you there. All right, so that's all the level 4 people. Ocean godlike cook makes moon pies. Nice. Bro, the OG springing. Never seen. Oh, really? Oh, really, Imus? Okay, so you never watched Critical Role and you still enjoy a Vox Machina. Okay, interesting. Gamer stuff, what's going on, man? How are you? You really don't need to watch Critical Role to enjoy Vox Machina. My wife liked it and she's never watched Critical Role. Interesting, interesting. Okay, all right. Then I will check it out. All right, you're a level 3 Cannoneer. You're only a level 2. You're a level 3 Boatswain. But do I need... Oh, yeah, I guess I do need a Boatswain. There we go. Cook. Deckhand. Level 3 Deckhand. Level 3 Deckhand. Level 3 Cannoneer. Level 2 Deckhand. Level 3 Deckhand. Level 3 Cannoneer. Okay, any level 2 Cannoneer. Anything missing? No, 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 no. I think we're all good. Except have you here. So you're backup deckhand. The rest of you all kind of suck, but here. Put you here. Put you here. Do. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. I missed this game, but it feels like it has no replay value. It's got some replay value because you can side with different factions. So I'm not going to say it's got a crazy amount of replay value, but there's definitely some. Goblin Slayer has a grape without... in the very first episode, that is unnecessary. I hate when creators use that as a throwaway to make their shows darker for no reason. Yeah, that's kind of common, right? They use it as a mechanism. I can understand the issue with that. If you're going to add that to your story, you got to do it seriously. I agree. It should be purposeful.
Pardon me as I indulge myself. Welcome back.
Console has got quite a bit of dialogue.
To see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing?
So I wasn't thinking of any movies.
Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope.
Anime movies are sometimes cool as well. Like I remember, wasn't Ninja Scroll was just a movie, right? It wasn't an actual full show. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Where can I watch Critical Role? You can watch Critical Role on Twitch. They have a Twitch channel, but I think you have to pay. I think you have to pay to become a subscriber, and then you can see it. So it's not like other channels where you could just, you know, kind of pop in and just watch the stuff. I do feel though that the writer was trying to make a point, especially in later episodes. But the ending is all the same, bro. I want to ally with the Pirate Queen to take over the map. That's why I like Overlord. It's evil with purpose. Mm-hmm.
How might I assist you?
Oh.
Certainly, sir.
So they don't feel like I have... Didn't he ask me to do something? He asked me to cover a certain area, and I haven't done it? Here, map of the Arkham. East of Tikawara, I found an Ingwithan ruin. Huh. So there's an island around Tikawara that I haven't cleared yet. Okay. Fine, I'll have to take on that. Ninja Scroll is a rough watch. Live stream. You do not have to pay. They have all episodes free on Google. Oh. Cool. Look at Moonlight providing the info. I do appreciate you. As I said before, and you can clearly tell, I don't watch it on a regular basis. Fate Stay Night is originally a video game novel with 3 timelines, each for their own anime adaptation. Heaven's Feel being the darkest of the 3 timelines in the game.
Excellent work. I wish all ship
I already
were
dealt
so
with
elegant.
her. I mean, you don't want to pirate the world and fight her for the control of the pirates. The problem is, the pirates don't appeal to me because I already know that I can't romance her. And I feel like it's a shame that they made the pirate leader so appealing, but then don't allow you to romance her. And so it turns me off to the whole thing. And that's why I ended up signing with the Rautai, because at least then I'm romancing Maya. Even though, to be honest with you, if I ever play this game again, I'm probably going to go with the Wana. Because I feel the same way about the Wana, that I should be able to romance the queen, and it kind of sucks that you can't. But even then, I think after playing through this game again, out of all the groups, I kind of side with the Wana the most. I kind of feel like they're right. Like, we've been here, and you all are now, you see an opportunity, and you're coming to try to just divide up our land that we've been struggling to maintain. So I think my heart kind of goes out to them. But regardless, this time we're going to stick it with the Rautai. Here's your thirsty Drake.
To think that such a magnificent creature could also be a water-hoarding pest. Dragons are a complicated bunch.
I love my Hero Academy. I haven't been, I'm not completely up to date on it, but man, what I have seen, it was absolutely fantastic. That and Attack on Titan. I used to watch those shows religiously. It was absolutely fantastic. And then checking out some sports anime. Much different than my usual taste, but really good. Awesome. No Ippo movie made me cry. To be honest, there's a lot of good old anime. I've never heard of Card Captors or Shaman King. The Wanas are natives fighting colonizers and scavengers, but they have prejudices against Palagina. That's a no-no. You should probably go into Heaven's Field with the attitude of watching a more old-fashioned horror movie, but anime style. Not jump scares so much as a tragedy, dialed up to 11 and gruesome. See, I like my animes dark and gruesome, so that sounds right up my alley. Heaven's Field, Card Captors, Shaman King. And then what is Ainu Inuyasha? I have never finished Cowboy Bebop. I keep hearing about it, but I never got into it. What's the name in it? Yeah, I'm definitely got to watch the Dragon Age show because I'm going to be playing Dragon Age 4, and I assume that's the prequel. So I'm definitely going to get into that. He hefts the head and looks deeply into its eyes before passing you payment.
Agrasima, my friend. You will let me know if you are interested in more work, Hak?
What bounties do you have available?
A marauder gang boss called Nomu broke free of custody along with the rest of his plunder buddies. It is said they wasted no
Florian,
time
what's
getting
going
to
on,
their
man? How
own
are
place.
you?
Prison is too kind for a pirate, so there is a bounty on Nomu's head. He and his ilk fled to the wilderness north of Nekitaka.
Pop, I keep hearing about Berserker, but I've actually never read it before. But it's just manga, right? Like, there's no anime of Berserker, is there? is it shows you following a middle school, I think, girl who falls down a well into medieval Japan and with demons, curses, witches, etc. Interesting. Still sick with a cold, but I am feeling better. Thanks, Florian. Contact is intended for young girls, very friendly. All right, if you're into that, but doesn't sound like what you're looking for. Yeah, I'm probably looking for something darker. Berserker manga is god tier. Okay. Berserker has anime, but they all suck. So really, it's the manga you need to watch. Yes, I did watch. I watched all of Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist was fantastic. I've never seen or read Berserker, and I've never seen Hellsing or Overlord. Those will set you on the right path. All dark anime. Hellsing, Overlord. There's a Berserker anime, but it has questionable animation quality. Berserker is a very dark anime, but the writer died in real life, so it'll never be finished. I heard somebody else was picking it up, though, I thought, and finishing it out. Berserker anime is great until the end. Then it gets anime weirdness. The Berserker anime. Old school and horrible remake and a 3-part series, but the manga goes deep. And it's bad. Man, all of you agree that the anime is bad for Berserker. Speaking of the adult anime, the new version of Bastard on Netflix is really good. Lots of references to the 80s, too. Bastard. Not Mr. Google. Some of the anime of Berserk is good. The Golden Age arc, the original, stands out. Interesting. Give Nomu's head. Here, catch.
I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunter.
If you don't mind mystery and horror. I love mystery. I'm not big into horror, but I'll take mystery and horror combined. Highly recommend the Hiroguchi When They Cry series. It's based off the visual novel series. That's really cheap on Steam if you ever want to pick them up. When They Cry. Gotta admit, Berserk kind of sucks because the fan base is a simp for the main villain. I'll keep it in mind, Moonlight. I think Kabini agrees on this one. Yeah, classics. The anime that got me into anime. James, I watched Death Note. Death Note was amazing. I watched and read Death Note. Amazing series. Really enjoyed that. It's just not up to the quality of other similar shows. Yeah, looks like my year's got it filled out, Mistra. He lifts the severed head by the hair, wincing all the while, and passes you a pouch of coins.
I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter.
What bounties do you have available?
A sea troll has been making a name for himself, raiding fishing villages with his minions. They call him Tahe.
For that genre, assassin animes or sci-fi are mostly darker nowadays, even though Gundam was very dark. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I figured this would be the, you all would be the crowd where I could get some good anime suggestions and paths, so I expected it.
I don't have to tell you what that means. An ugly business when a food thief gets their taste of Juana justice.
Boko no Pico 8D? Gamer stuff. Bleach was my first anime, and it worked out great for me. I can't comment on others. It's my that's probably part of the reason why it's my favorite anime, but it's not necessarily the best anime. My Hero Academy was fantastic. It depends on your age as well. Like age and preference will also kind of determine which anime is really best for you to start out with. Because there's a broad spectrum as far as like what perspective the anime is coming from. Do not watch Boko no Pico. Okay. I would recommend the movie Spirited Away. Very good movie. Can always watch it again and again. So about the rating you gave Cleric and Wrath of the Righteous. I just can't win with you. Why? Why did it make you upset?
Fan out to catch the fiend, but so far they have no luck. Tahe can't have roamed far from his latest raid on an island southwest of Neketaka.
Give Tahi's head. I hope he enjoyed his last meal.
You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
He chuckles to himself and passes you a pouch of coins.
My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both very famous. If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauru in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work.
Nice doing business with you, Opoka. Ah. Still not quite all of us leveled up yet, but we're getting there. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Indignity will not go unanswered.
It absolutely will be.
I see great potential in you, Shoti.
Stop talking to my baby. You got no reason to be sharing words with her. Gullet. There are nobody's handing out bounties in the gullet, right? So we'll go straight to the Sacred Stair. Yeah, me too, James. Letting all that XP stack up. Kiki's delivery service. Never heard of that. Is it gonna show me? Merchant.
Supplies, get your supplies here.
All my profits go toward keeping the machines. Have a look.
Oh, I don't think I ever looked at these people. Boiling spray at everyone. Temple vendor. What do you sell? Nothing worth talking about. Oh, here we go.
Hunter, do you come to serve your
One
client?
dead ascetic for you.
Then our clients have transmuted gold into justice.
Pop, take care, man. Have a good evening. Hope things go well. Disney thinks if you're a princess, you can't be older than 10 years old. Because you have to understand anime tropes to understand them.
You have proven to me that you know the value of a coin bond. There is more work for you, if you'll have it.
Pop, thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate it. Hope you feel 100% soon. Take care. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good night. Good night, fellow dweebs. Take care, Anthony. Have a good one, man. I got mixed feelings about Disney. Some of their stuff I just love, period. And then you got all the garbage like TLJ. What is TLJ? Oh, the Last Jedi? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Disney has done a bunch of stuff that's timeless. I was just watching The Lion King with my daughter the other day, and the very next day, she was like, I want to watch it again. Like, 100 years later, that movie will still be incredible. What balance you have?
Siren haunts the rocky shore and steers ships to a watery grave. The surviving crews of a dozen vessels have rallied their coin against her.
She holds a pyre up to the sky and admires how it catches the light.
She can be found in the western isles of the great Kua Urakuhu chain.
Give on Adir's head. Sailors can rest easy, for now.
Your coin bond has muffled a killing song. Excellent work.
She claps your hand in hers as she passes you a pouch.
We are not finished. Your bond is needed again, and if your purse has room, we may help each other.
She raises her brow and waits. What bounties do you have available?
Ikorno, a wizard of great cunning, slays Mataru warriors in single combat. Some accuse him of being an agent of Rauatai. They have forged a coin bond to see him killed.
A pair of coins sits on her palm. When she passes her other hand over them, only one remains. Argo, we actually, we took her to the play, so the Broadway play of Lion King, and then we watched the live action version, and then we watched the animated version. And she loved both the animated and the live action version, and she wants to go back to the play again. So basically any version you pick, she absolutely is a fan of it. Slayer, do you like giant robots? Who doesn't like giant robots? Absolutely. In fact, I saw the vast majority of the Transformer movies, and even though I didn't watch the cartoons as a kid, I'm still looking forward to Beast Wars. I'll probably go out and see that. Because CGI is animation. Yeah, I personally wasn't feeling the live action version of Lion King all that much. It didn't do it for me, you know, but maybe it did it for other people. But when I watched it, I was like, I think the cartoon's better. But that might also be because I started out with the cartoon, you know, so who knows?
A waste of money. If he was one of our agents, he wouldn't have gotten caught.
What I know was absolute trash was the Mowgli version. The Mowgli version, and I'm sorry, this is from a person who, my favorite song in the Mowgli version is the Apu's talking about a man like you. That song is my favorite one. And Christopher Walken's rendition of it, no. It ruined the entire movie for me.
It is not for us to say what is right or true, only to keep our vows.
I am looking forward to the live-action version of Little Mermaid, though, being honest with you. That chick has got a voice.
Ikorno pages through his grimoire in the central aisles of the Kua Orakuhu chain.
Anthony, thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a nice time, man. I know all about duty calls. For what the Lion King, I'll just read Hamlet. and then there are the older ones who say the whole series doesn't make sense. It's all just a ripoff of something that came before. Give Ikorno's head. I brought justice to the wizard.
Imagine what we could make of these isles if more Huana knew how to use coin as a weapon.
She tucks the severed head under her shoulder and nods, passing you a pouch of coin.
Our work is almost finished. Your bond nearly exhausted, I say.
What bounties do you have available?
The Rathun warlord Yarza Gabrant has been terrorizing merchant ships across the archipelago. He seems to think that the islands require his protection.
Yeah, same here, Argo, absolutely. She sets pyres in the gaps between each of her splayed fingers and admires the effect.
He was last seen taking shelter on an island in the southern midpoint of Magran's Teeth. The coin does not wish him to stifle trade. Enemies have bonded their funds to see this monster slain.
Give Ernok's head. His flames have been extinguished.
There is great power in a promise kept, and great rewards.
Karu, have some mighty sack of coins and deposits in your arm without hesitation.
You have served your coin bond with distinction. Go and line your pockets with riches exchanged for promises fulfilled. I will do the same.
Karu inclines her head and touches her brow. Nice doing business with you, Karu. All right, she's done. Was there anybody?
Our friends used to work a farm.
Yeah, you don't have anything here that... Oh, wait. I forgot. I need to buy more things to drink, but she doesn't even have that, so I'm not worried about that. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay, I got a question here, though, if I remember correctly. Giant robot is my favorite anime genre. Gurren Lagann is amazing. My favorite long-run anime series is Gundam. See, I keep hearing about Gundam, but it seems like it's been running for so long, and there's so many different versions that I don't know how a new person even gets into it. Gurren Lagann. No. Okay. Moonlight, did you see Pacific Rim? I saw Pacific Rim. Visually, I thought it was amazing. Storyline-wise, and there we go. Pretty cool. Not great, but good. Yep, I agree. There's a crap ton of Gundam. Professor, what's going on? We are all about clearing up side quests now because the main quest, they're just waiting for us to come to Hokkaido. So actually, we just cleared a bunch of stuff. Who has this bounty? Serpent's Crown. I know where this guy is. So that is last bounty person. Island surrounded by Oh, we got to return to Archmage. I got to figure out what island around Tikawara I missed. Oh, and then we got to go back to Atsura. So there's more stuff to do here. Where's this guy? Brass Citadel? Okay. The final maneuver. Oh, yeah. Of like minds. Yeah, I already did that. Ooh, what's this? Also Serpent's Crown. So there's 2 bounty people inside of Serpent's Crown that I need to talk to.
Excellent timing. We're getting consistent readings, and I believe we're ready to try again.
You don't have to continue with Gundam after season 1. Code Geass is also an amazing show. What is that? Code Geass. Never heard of that, Argo. What is that? You kind of had to watch the old stuff. Gundam has a rough history. Some series in the franchise are amazing, others are mediocre, but there's definitely something for everyone there. Who's my favorite companion to use? Probably, Eder. Like, Eder is consistently hilarious. I love having a tank there to keep all the pressure off. So he's the one who's definitely the pillar of my group. In fact, some would say that at least in Pillars of Eternity 1, he was basically carrying my whole group. There's a crap ton of Gundam. Most of it is not connected, so you can just watch it separately. I suggest watching Iron-Blooded Orphans. Interesting. Okay, so it's not like one connected story that just continues with the same character. Flawn does a poor job of hiding her anticipation. She bounces slightly on her heels. You really sure it'll work this time?
Clinging to certainty is a novice's mistake. We keep open minds here. But seriously, I think we're on to something.
Flawn gives you an encouraging grin. Edera, good choice, my man. Yeah, Edera is fantastic.
It's just the same as before. You focus on the Adra pillar, the machine gives you a boost.
Maybe we should have someone else try this first.
We don't really have any spare watchers about, I'm afraid. And it's not as if we can sit a dog in front of the Adra.
I'd sit you in front of the Adra first.
Eder cracks his knuckles without breaking his gaze.
Like I was saying, we couldn't expect a dog to do more than stare at us.
If you like Death Note, you would like Code Geass. It's very big on the smart protagonist doing bad things for good reasons. Ooh! It's an anime about Japan being invaded by a fictional country and a revolutionary dude who can mind control people with his eyes trying to free the country. That sounds fascinating. Where do I watch that? Is that on Netflix? Sean, have a good night, man. Take care. Maybe you're also looking for an adult TV show. The Expanse is a show I highly recommend. Sci-fi, but I think it's a super realistic take on how it would be like, but also sci-fi enough. Prime Video. I am in the middle of The Expanse. I am on the 5th episode of the 2nd season. So, yep, definitely on it, and I definitely agree. I think The Expanse is fantastic so far. You ever tried Bleak Walker? Nope. I find it difficult to pull away from Cypher. That used to be the case. They want to do one big universe. The early stuff is all connected. Then that just stops.
It's your own fault for being a perfect test subject, really.
I'm ready.
Great. To work, everyone. Let's get this underway. And you, just relax. But also be sure to concentrate very carefully.
Say I've been binging your class mechanics guide videos. Love your channel. Thank you, Professor. Glad you've been enjoying the content.
Just step through.
Oh, that character development. Right, the right it is. Once again, you feel the essence in the Adra like a physical thing beside you. This time, however, the cord of energy that tugs you is insistent but manageable. And through it, you can feel what Flawn was describing, a connection running through the tower and beyond where it splits in all directions. Thank you, mister. I appreciate it. Color leeches from the world around you as you drift to the between. You feel the connection draw taut like a pulled rope and then pull.
got sea legs and land legs. But whatever this is, no good. I'll try not to vomit on you this time, Ishi.
Hey, look at that. And now we're on the other side. There's an empty socket in this panel, as if something were removed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is my formations running right? Let's see, I think so. Whoa, who is that? What's going on? Ooh. Aleph, what's going on, bro? Dendum. There we go.
Quiet time.
Looks like we all survived. The first was down this way. Nothing. I can't read. A well-built drainage canal, though it has seen better days. Okay. And then what's over here? The tunnel narrows quickly up ahead, barring further passage.
Priest lady, huh? You deserve better, Captain.
A variety of glass bottles and shiny baubles have been gathered here, evidently from various sources. Okay, so there's two ways for us to go out. Skipping ahead. Shrine to Ngati. I see a couple of different pathways. I'm going to take a wild guess that we should go out the skull. Poor Zarabs. They just lived there. You had to come barging in. Stop it. Gundam used to be one big anime. Then it got good. You don't feel... Oh, that just got me over there. Oh, okay, interesting. You don't feel like when they tried to do the big world that it worked all that well, huh? Multi-class chanter with Paladin is bonkers. Giving your party aura buffs is quite cool. That's awesome. Lever fits neatly. I said what I said. That's hilarious.
You bow to Nemnok. Do it now.
We already cleared this whole area, so we're good here, and we released those people. I wonder if is this the island around Tikiwara that we were missing? Return to Falon. Nope, apparently not. All right. Oh. And look. Seriously? You're not gonna go? We shouldn't have, yeah, there shouldn't be any ships left that we need to destroy. Good Lord, you take your time. Can we get a move on, please? By sea. You know you're fighting the RDC. They had to stop the one big continuity because at some point it feels like revolutions and evil empires are popping up like daisies. You don't have enough. Ooh, whoops. No. It's going to make me go back. God dug it. The original Gundam was very political. Not enough magical robots going pew pew. Actually, originally Gundams weren't even magical. They were quite realistic war machines, kind of like tanks. That's interesting, but boring at the same time. Interesting. Will you be getting Hogwarts Legacy? I will. I got sorted already through the website, Hufflepuff. I also don't understand what JKR said that's so bad, but either way, the boycotting isn't working. I understand what she said that's so bad. I do plan to go ahead and play it. I do plan to buy it and play it. I probably will stream it, but I understand the reason why a lot of people are upset. So I'm not necessarily dismissive of that. But my wife and I, we've been huge fans of the universe for quite some time. I read all the books, watched all the movies. I don't know how I ended up missing the play that happened. That was supposed to be set after a story ended. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the universe and definitely plan to play it. I haven't done, you do know there's a fast forward button to speed up your movement, right? Yeah, I already had that on. I already had that on and it was still going slow. I don't know why. Crap, what was I? Oh, we haven't done any content about Harry Potter on the channel just because I've been in the middle of other things, but probably in February I'll start doing more stuff about it in the lead up to the game being released. What is this island that I'm missing? Supposedly there's some island around Tikiwara that... Okay, so I went here and got Wodaka's mace. And that's the island that he referenced before. Pokahara's already dealt with. And Frank, I haven't seen everything she said, but she does also do many good things, and that shouldn't be ignored. $20 million charity is a big deal, but yeah, it's just a game, and it's fine to love that. J.K. Rowling was absolutely terrible. Moonlight, everybody doesn't pay attention to Twitter and what people say on Twitter. So if you don't pay attention to Twitter, it's very easy to not know about things that J.K. Rowling has said. Oh, crap. I didn't even realize there was this whole little section here. But wait. So this is Tikiwara. Oh, is this it? This is it. This is the island. All right, you know what? Fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Hey. Hey. Nice to see some Pillars gameplay. The one game where I find the guys to be actually mysterious. I agree, Cethariel. I really enjoy the deities in this game and how well they are done. I think it's a huge draw. Everything JK ever did that was good is completely irrelevant. For every dollar she donates to charity, SGE donates 10 against trans youth. She said a lot of terrible things about trans youth and about trans people. I don't think you can go so far as to say that everything else that she has done has been negated, because there are multiple issues, right? So there's definitely the issues of trans youth and the way that they are talked about and the way they are seen. There's also the issue of the women and the way that women have been treated and domestic abuse and things of that nature that she has definitely stood up about and donated money to. So I'm not going to say that it renders it all irrelevant, but it also, on the other side, it doesn't make it where you could just ignore those things that she said because of the things that she has done for charity. So I understand where the anger comes from about her content. I guess where I differ is I don't feel like, well, it's obvious the boycott is not working, right? Hogwarts is obviously going to do very well. It's going to sell a lot. A lot of people are going to play it. But to me, even if the boycott did work, right? Even if the boycott succeeded in getting absolutely nobody to buy the game, she's already a billionaire. So, and the people who are following her and care about her voice, they don't care. I don't feel like they really care about how well Hogwarts does. You know, like, it's not like they're following her because of Hogwarts. That's pretty much already a done deal. Like, to me, she's almost like Trump. She's this billionaire figure where they're like, okay, you've got a lot of money, so I'm gonna believe a lot of things that you say. I don't make this connection that a lot of people seem to make. And so to me, I think that's part of the reason why I kind of don't get that aspect of it. Like, you have to not buy this game because of her. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense, especially since the people who own, Warner Brothers, who own the property, have put so much effort into basically cutting her off in every way that they can. Her reputation is pretty much toast with anybody who cares about those issues. So to me, the game doesn't matter for either side. Like, if you don't like her, you don't care how Hogwarts does. And if you do like her, you don't care how Hogwarts does. Barath is my favorite deity in Pillars of Eternity. She's the most no nonsense. Remigard, by far. Remigard. I'm absolutely all about the guy who wants the destruction and end of everything. And is happy about it. Oh, I absolutely don't care if people buy Hogwarts or not. Exactly. No, I figured as much, Moonlight. I figured as much. People feel their way, they're on that side regardless. Anyway, it's just a game. There are people. I think the thing is with Harry Potter, is too big for boycotting to affect her. So really, if you boycott Hogwarts Legacy, all you're doing is making it so new Harry Potter IP games won't be made. It's not affecting her. Like, it's not impacting her or her message. Like, at the end of the day, that to me is why I find it hard to take a stance. The reach she has, the people on her side, the things she's able to say or do, that's a done deal. Yeah, the same perspective. She already has her following and money and all that. This goes to game for what it is. That's the plan. I know. I was just proud the D&D nerds pulled through. Activision Blizzard is just sad to see in the news weekly. What, is there new Blizzard news? I know people whose childhoods based on the Harry Potter books found that love soured by our comments, but I know people who aren't affected in the same way. I feel like you could vote with your wallet. Yep, everybody will make their choice. Absolutely, I 100% agree. The land here is shattered and barren, eerily quiet, with jagged hillocks plunging abruptly into the calm, clear seas. No birds fly above, and you've not spotted the first boar, rat, or lizard. By comparison, the camp ahead positively bustles. Horses are tied off to stakes. A robed figure, cowl pulled over its head, sits upon a crate, and the scent of a heavy stew wafts from the pot hanging over the small campfire. Sneak up on, every time I do a sneak, we end up failing because of Aleph. I don't understand how that works. What's the point of having the sneak skill if you can't use it in situations like this? But you know what? We're just going to approach openly. As you advance, the flaps on two of the closer tents open, disgorging a lithe wood elf in Adairan finery, a bulky Amwa with Cerulean skin, and one of the Savannah folk who levels a large crossbow at your heart. Not another step, stranger, he says. The elf smiles warmly at you, rather mixing the message. The robed figure within the camp makes no movement at all. Dagon, what's going on? How are you, man? Diplomacy. We're not here to cause trouble. I hate when they do this. Why? What is the point of leveling diplomacy with other characters if I can only use it with the Watcher? Who are you? The Darren, still smiling, cants her head slightly to the right. Who is anyone? Her words ring melodically, almost harmonizing with themselves. Who are you? I'm Slandered, captain of Normandy, formerly the Watcher of Cadnua. The island Amwa's lips curl into an expression somewhere between a grimace and a grin, and many things besides, no doubt. Diplomacy. We're not here to cause trouble. Ooh, succeeded. The Adairan woman bows slightly at the waist, brown hair falling over her face in loose curls. In that case, who are we to keep you from our company? Please join us by our fire. She gestures to the camp. The trio guide you among the tents. There seem too many for the few kiths you see about. The elf graciously offers you a seat at the fire. The robed figure makes no apparent notice of your arrival, their cowl casting their visage an impenetrable shadow. We have soup, the Amua says. Stew, really, and you're welcome to make use of our tents, if you'd care to rest. Do you know much about this chain of islands? While the Amua shakes his head and says very little, the adherent grins and answers, a thing or two. Why? Asks the dusky human. What is this? Arcana and metaphysics. The geography here. It's like the land has been twisted or broken by some great power. The Adaran nods. Perhaps it has. A great cataclysm shook this realm in ages past. The Amua shakes his head, but there's not much we can tell you about it. Who's your hooded friend? The woman laughs lightly. Just that. Perhaps you should ask yourself. Hey, who are you? The figure makes no response at all as firelight and shadow play among the folds of its robes. Approach and look under the hood. You approach the figure who makes no move. Each step takes you closer, yet somehow also further away. The crossing seems to take minutes, and the campfire falls away to your periphery, yet you can't stop. Bending low, you peer under the hood into the face within. The face of Carragher from Normandy. Carragher, what are you doing here? I agree, Moonlight. I don't know what's happening with these people. Carragher raises an eyebrow. Why wouldn't I be here, Captain? The hand's voice sounds unusually even and quiet, as if echoing from within a dark pit. You shudder. No, the ground shudders, or the air. The dirt churns beneath your feet, and your stomach leaps into your throat as the ground opens beneath you. You plunge into darkness. When you wake, the ground is bare. No tents, no horses, no traces, even of a campfire. Alrighty. Hall of the Unseen. I think these are cannibal cultists. If that's the case, they will not be eating me. After an arduous journey, you finally reach the center of the volcanic devastation. Before you is a broad-faced stone building, rugged with age. The Eye of Whale, solitary and all-seeing, is emblazoned above the door. You approach the door. Though clearly made only of stone, you feel the burn of the eye's regard between your eyes. Of the eye's regard between your eyes. Yeah, that's what it says. The door swings open without a sound and reveals a dark, narrow staircase winding down into the earth. Oh, that's right, Phantom, you're right. This is Whale's Dungeon. I forgot about that. Right, isn't this is like some sort of huge maze, right? All right, yeah. Because I want that quest, and I'm pretty sure this is the Tikarawa island that I need to conquer.
Anyone bring a spool of fishing line?
Here we go. How does this go? Okay. All right, it's okay so far.
What's this?
Trap detected. Ooh. That looks like crap. That's not particularly all that great either. Now what? Okay. The inner wall. And here. Whoa, I missed an abandoned dog. I don't know, but I know that she supports man by groups that put trans youth and is the kind of person who's trying to exclude. I'm very thankful. Joking about following her. All right, that's enough about Harry Potter. Because I know some people feel very strongly about it, some people don't. I don't mind talking about it, but I don't want the whole stream to be dominated with that conversation. But yeah, I'm very thankful for your Pillars and Baldur's Gate streams so far because I've gotten really good ideas and designs for pieces from your stream. I've also been thinking of doing a Barath ring. Awesome, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I did decide that we are going to do a Baldur's Gate 1 stream. At first, I was going to try to just do Baldur's Gate 1 on my own and then jump into Baldur's Gate 2. Oh, crap. I wish I had saved before I got this. God dog it. They pulled me in. Oh, this is Lingrath.
A moment, if you would.
Oh, crap. I think this is different if you come here before Lingrath meets you. I feel like there were like some things you had to do. But I guess since I didn't do that, she kind of took it over, and I guess she laid the kibosh on the people who used to be here. Ah, crap. All right. Yeah, I agree, Mulai. It's the DLC. God dog it. All right, let's go ahead and level up. I know nothing about this DLC. Last level. Cyber area effects have more size. He or she builds a protected barrier. I'm going to take more size because I remember not being particularly impressed with either of these. Yeah, let's go with that. And I don't care about this. This does nothing for me. You really should prepare yourself in this dungeon. Oh no, Dagon. I'll probably set it to easy. We'll do the hardest difficulty for Baldur's Gate 3, but I already know for those old Baldur's Gate games, I don't. Most of the time when I'm getting kicked around, I barely understand why, and I'm not interested in figuring it out. Nope. There's a bunch of different people who make content about figuring out Baldur's Gate systems. I will not be one of them. I don't know what it is. For other games, like, I feel motivated, and I'm like, I'm going to really dig in and pull out the weeds and figure out how to make this work. I don't feel that way about Baldur's Gate. Doesn't motivate me at all. What is this? Increase effectiveness of your abilities. Yep. Coward. Call me whatever you like. Look forward to awesome boss page. You got grabbed. Same thing happened to me here. I don't really trust Lingrath any of the mages and pillars. They all act sus, even for mages' darker fantasies. Yep, I agree. So you know all the spells that have someone's name on it, like someone's fireball or something like that? Those guys are all here. Yeah. I still got to go to Archimage's meeting because I think they're all in there, right? We'll just pick Remmergan's one. I don't think it really matters at this point. Did you look at the mods I sent you on Twitter? Nope, because I'm not playing it yet. Because remember, after this, we're doing Divinity Original Sin 2. So it's after Divinity Original Sin 2, then we're going to do Baldur's Gate 1. And then when I'm doing Baldur's Gate 1, I'll look through your list to see what mods we're going to play with. Oh, I don't have Unbending. I have that. What's this? Yeah, empowered attacks don't really, that's not really going to fight them. The fighter, yeah, or rogue. Yeah, what's going on with rogue at this level? No, he's rarely bloodied or near death. I probably could have done a better job with you, bruh. All right. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. All right. This is old and hard to understand. Yeah, exactly. What's so hard to understand about Thaco or 5 different things? Yeah, I'm straight. I'm so straight. Honestly, 2E rules aren't hard to understand. It's not the problem with the ball difficulty. The image just does way more damage than you. Your HP is low and you can easily be one shot.
Priest lady,
Yeah, nah.
needs healing.
I'm good on all that. Okay, the Eye of Whale. 10% chance to become invisible. 5% chance to cast a random illusion spell on target upon scoring a hit. Man, I almost wonder, what do I use for you? What does this do? Plus 10 all defenses except deflection for 30 seconds for nearby allies when you score a kill. To reflect against punishment and condemnation attacks. Oh, here we go. Frighten Kith upon critical hit. What's the mask do? Grant, +1 illusion, right. I don't know. I almost kind of like this one more. This one is already superb. Yeah, you're gonna use Eye of Wow. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how we like it. All right. And yes, some people mod the game to be much more difficult still. To be fair, if you know what you're doing, you can break that game hard. But it's the know what you're doing part. Whoa! Yep, this is definitely DLC.
You calling me a cheat?
Filthy lying ground stink doesn't play fair. Rolled a 10. Stupid wizard, I rolled 10.
Dropping the dice isn't the same as... what?
Man, oh man. Serious problems. As the ground settles, the wizard and the imp exchange a shocked glance. One of the newly sprouted tentacles dances in slow, hypnotic circles over their heads.
That was the biggest one yet! Look at us standing on the fault line of sanity!
Take care, Moonlight. Have a good one. The wizard waves up at the tentacle before turning his attention over to you.
Didn't see it come in. Welcome to the Halls Obscured. My friend and I were just passing the time of the game and enjoying these little shake-ups.
We not friends.
Hey.
Stupid wizard is a stupid cheat.
The imp kicks a colorful set of dice across the floor before flapping its wings and crossing the room. Who are you?
I'm Tane, the Archmage. Maybe you've seen my chaotic orb bouncing around. It's really something.
What are you doing here, Tane? How did you even get in?
She rubs hard at her temples and sighs. Hey, Council Hawk, care to join the discussion?
I am not some fortune-telling puppet to dispense wisdom at your command. Leave me to my dignity, since it is now all that I have.
Council Hawk hovers, quietly grinding his teeth.
I got in through a hole. That went right through there. You must have walked straight past it when you were topside.
Tane points over to a collapsed wall and smiles pleasantly.
Isn't this something? I came searching for Maura and got distracted. Don't you just love a good antechamber?
Take care, Benjamin. Hope you feel better, man. Tane plants his hands on his hips and surveys the area, grinning all the while.
Even if this one has a few embellishments.
He gestures at a patch of writhing flesh stretching across the ceiling. Just what is this place?
I asked myself the same question when I got here. Tentacles, eyeballs, labyrinth? It could be anything. I'd still be dumbfounded if I hadn't learned it all from Maura's own words. Here, she left this behind. I don't think she expected anyone to follow.
I'm so glad I already have Council Hawk in my party. Lengrad thumbs through the book, eyes widening as realization dawns.
She believes we stand atop the body of Wow.
Whoa! Wow's body?
That would explain the powerful arcane energies here, though I doubt the other gods' bodies were quite so friendly.
Scowling, She knocks away an errant tentacle that had been trying to intertwine itself in her hair.
Yes, just look at it. Hard to unsee, even if you close your eyes.
Tane rubs his palms together joyously as he surveys a mass of eyes and tentacles undulating beyond the gap.
While riding my dragon across the White March, I came across an unimaginably large skeleton.
She gestures.
Legend would have us believe it is the fallen form of Abaddon.
Don't trust that guy. Hey, what's going on, Anne? How are you?
The Circle has been speculating on the existence of the god's bodies ever since.
So there were once 11 giant Audra statues walking around?
Even better, they were flesh and bone. Let that drizzle some fuel over your nightmares.
Tane shivers and steps closer to Lingrath. Lingrath edges away from Tane with a frown and nervous rustling of her robes.
We believed them all gone. Not just dead, but destroyed by the god's own hands. Obliterated.
Yeah, I mean, the difficulty mostly involved making mages scripted to auto instant cast protections and giving everything spongy health. While you can still beat it with planning, it's just boring. It makes the encounters take way longer for the same result in the end. You know, it kind of sucks there's some older mage spells in the game. Seems like all the name stuff is from people still alive. You know, I kind of like that, and I kind of dislike that at the same time. I think I know what you feel. I also... To me, I would like to see that take it further, where if you become a great enough mage, maybe you could create your own also spell. Like, I would love it if you could be added to the annals of history. I'm really curious to see how this is going to be handled in Avowed. You know, whether or not we're going to be able to meet one of these mages in, like, the early beginnings of their legendary adventure and see how they came up with some of the spell books that they have. I don't know. We'll see. Certainly seems like it, James.
This one, it's still alive.
Makes you wonder what has Maura so excited.
Tane considers his surroundings with a thoughtful grin.
As nice as it is to take in the scenery, is everyone else thinking what I'm thinking? Huh? I mean, the answer's staring us in the face, literally.
No one understands your manic rambling, Tane. Speak plainly or be quiet.
The answer to what?
Look, we have an unconventional problem, and it needs an unconventional solution.
Couldn't tell you, Phantom. I've actually never played this game as a Priest of Whale, so I can't tell you about the interactions there at all. Believing in the Elder Scrolls series allows you to make your own spells. But I didn't want to just make my own spells. I mean, like, make spells where, like, other people would say, like, hey, you've become... I want to become an Archmage. I want to become part of the Circle. You know, I want to have a seat at that table because I'm so incredible as a mage. That doesn't happen in either of these games. And I'm hoping in the third one, maybe you could reach that level if you decided to be a wizard. That was something on the Kickstarter. It didn't get reached, though. Interesting.
I don't think Maura came this far just to hug some tentacles. She wants to wake up Wal's body and send it after Aethys.
That sounds like a terrible plan, but I'm listening.
Hasn't our Maura always said that a well-placed tentacle can solve most of life's problems?
That sounds like something she would say.
If she wants to take a swing at the big green guy, who are we to stop her?
It's speculative to assume that Maura even wants to awaken Wal. Doing so would involve meddling in matters far beyond her comprehension.
She taps a finger against her lips, thinking.
Or something she understands all too well. You don't know. Give her some credit, Len.
You give her more than enough for the both of us, and far more than she deserves.
So, do you want me to stop Maura or help her?
If Tane's presumption is correct, Maura cannot be allowed to go through with her plan. However altruistic her motives may be, she endangers us all.
Me too, boss. Tane is going off the deep end. Who finds the body of a god and thinks it's smart to mess with it? I mean, really? This is an excellent question. If you walk into a room and realize you see the body of a god who still is at least somewhat alive, like, it's not like Whale is long dead, like, its soul, its spirit, its influence is felt all throughout the world. And your solution is you're gonna mess with its body to your own ends without even asking it? Okay. Would be cool if they did both. Has some ancient, long-dead wizard spell people still use, or some archmage spell you can use even if it's predefined. It just has your name on it. Yep. That'll work for me.
Agree to disagree. We can talk about this later.
Tane winks. He looks uncertain that you're paying attention, so he winks again. This facility is enormous. Mara could be anywhere.
How about you spearhead our little search party? Len and I will keep an eye on this handsome antechamber, where it's safe, or in case she doubles back. Fair warning, when I was poking around, I ran across some creepy librarian types. They were happy to look the other way as long as I didn't disturb their work.
Tane shrugs.
In the meantime, Tane and I will see if we might learn more about Wal's Titan form.
We haven't addressed the imps in the room. So why are there imps in the room?
You know, I was enjoying their company so much that I never once thought to ask.
Tane squints down at one of the creatures.
Came from stinking Archimage's house.
Huh.
Was told to help stupid Watcher groundmate.
The imp grimaces and waves disdainfully at you.
Master gave orders to fed it spray. Come talk when ready, eh?
The second imp waves a sheet of ragged parchment over its head like a banner.
Where nasty Facina go? Why's she not here? Have orders for her too.
The imp scowls, looking past you toward the entrance.
Brilliantly done. What fluttering marvels they are, imps. Well, question answered then?
Tane returns his attention to you and smiles pleasantly. You're sending me in there alone?
You weren't alone, you brought friends.
Tane smiles at your companions.
Besides, Lan and I, our kind don't work well in pairs. We'd probably disagree, separate the party, and get everyone killed.
He shrugs. Not just any god, a tentacle god. Either way to get it, Tane. I get it. Tane is that guy at Harmonies that pokes the ancient evil thing and gets everyone killed. Exactly. Robert, what's going on, man? How are you? Like, for all they know, he can take control and kill them all instantly. Rule one of Lovecraftian entities. You don't provoke them by pulling bits off their body. Absolutely.
More like you'd get us killed.
Mara's as good as found.
No matter how Tane whines, Wal's body, if that's what this is, mustn't be awoken. The Deadfire cannot bear another calamity of Aothis' scale.
What happened to your spirit of adventure?
Tane smirks and shakes his head.
Watcher, friend, are we on a first-name basis yet? Call me crazy, but I think you should do whatever feels right. What's the worst that could happen?
These tentacles grow until they consume every island in the Deadfire, and we all become mindless thralls in a never-ending tentacle nightmare.
Huh. And you're saying that's the bad outcome, am I
right? Tane strokes his chin and nods.
I would hate to see what he considers the good outcome.
We can continue this debate later. Right now, our chief concern is locating Maura. Maura could have only gone two places. Up in the archives to the northeast, or down into the collections to the southwest.
All right. Hey.
Maura's journal suggests she went to the archives first, but that could always be a decoy. I did hear some unpleasant noises coming up from the collections.
Tane hugs himself and shivers. His portrait looks insane. Now I think about it, I feel like Elder Scrolls is pretty bad at making you feel like you're a part of anything. I'm good playing some Mass Effect 2 Liara DLC, hunted down the Shadow Broker. Good times, good memories. I'll definitely be streaming that game. Probably not until next year, though.
Hope she's okay.
If you'll begin a search of the wings, we'll scour this area for further information.
She nods and turns away. Enter the archives. All right. The imp is furiously mixing powders and herbs into a mortar and pestle. It leers at you, showing off a row of pointed teeth and a long, flicking tongue.
So, wizards tricked you into coming here too, eh?
The imp shakes its head and chuckles mirthlessly. It's beginning to feel that way.
Imps, no. Imps watch you running around, fixing each other's ground stink problems. Wizards lie. Wizards are worse people. My drowsy puke fix everything, eh? Help you relax.
Winking, the imp gestures toward a collection of refined herbs and narcotics. You want to give me drugs?
drowsy puke wants kith to dream, eh? Rest, giant weary head.
Then makes a soothing sound and pets you with a bony claw.
Smart ground stink just let drowsy puke know when he wants rest, eh?
You can give Lingrath old books here about her old self if you have them. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll end up having to talk to her again anyway, so we'll see. Thinking Oblivion, they did a great job. You feel like you managed the entire world. Skyrim kind of just felt like I happened to be the Dragonborn, but other than that, it didn't matter. Oblivion, way better than Skyrim, in my opinion. What? You like Oblivion more than Skyrim? I don't think I've heard anybody else say that. I enjoy playing Oblivion, but I got tired of the red glow that seemed to paint over every freaking thing once you got later in the game. So I felt like visually it just started to really, really drag. I don't remember how I felt about the story, though. When you play Divinity Original Sin 2 next. I'm looking forward to it as well. Like you do the fact, and then you just go, well, that's over. What's next? Why the fixation on drugs?
You think Archmage gets to sleep without drugs?
Drowsy Puke mashes herbs in the pestle even harder, shaking his head. Damas, what's going on? Yeah. We're doing this DLC, and Gallowayne already spoke with us about the other DLC. So I probably won't get to the other DLC here, but hopefully I plan to have both of the DLCs finished up before the end of the week. We'll see how it goes. Hope you're doing well, man. I finished Dragonfall. Review for that should be coming out tomorrow.
Essence of white leaf, milled Gainsfeff seeds, powdered dragon bone for sweetness, eh?
Taking a pinch of the mixture from the pestle, Drowsy Puke sniffs it off the end of its talon, nodding. Care for some ripple sponge?
Maybe you're not as dumb as you look.
Drowsy Puke happily adds your gift to the mixture.
Takes battering ram of herbs to knock out Archmage. Good thing Drowsy Puke is smart him.
I can't tell if you're helping Archmage or just feeding his addiction.
Can do both.
The imp shrugs. You seem to take a lot of personal satisfaction out of this.
Drowsy Puke enjoys job, learns from job. One kith at a time, numb you all to sleep.
The imp draws his claw across his throat. I would have clipped Council's salty response. I'm looking forward to more dialogue from him in this DLC, hopefully. I also enjoyed Oblivion more than Skyrim. Largely carried by the Shivering Isles and the fact that it was my first Elder Scrolls game. Really, Oblivion was your first Elder Scrolls game. That's interesting. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it was my first Elder Scrolls game because I never played Morrowind. I never played that. So yeah, I guess we're in the same boat. I don't remember the Shivering Isles though. Although the best DLC overall, in my opinion, belongs to Neverwinter 2, Mask of the Betrayer is nearly perfect. I keep hearing about that. Mind if I sample that concoction? Before you can finish your sentence, Drowsy Puke blows the powdered mixture into your eyes. The effect is immediate. You feel bolted to the spot as the world spins around you.
Tell me, how do you feel? This melange is experimental and prone to some unpredictable side effects.
The imp raises its brow and purses its lips. I feel great.
Better that I don't tax your mind with inane questions. You're going on quite the voyage, my friend.
The imp chuckles to itself and gives you room to recover in peace. You spend a few unblinking moments studying your hands in rapt fascination. The fingers move. They move when you tell them to. Time passes. You wonder if Aethys could build a castle so large that even he couldn't tip it over. You wonder if he considered rebuilding yours. You wonder if Council Hall ate the last of your candied nuts.
What if all pets are just one pet, but we see them through a variety of lenses? Like dancing shadows cast by a campfire against a barn wall. I should have killed the old bastard. Should have teared his arm clear off. If the laddie hadn't stopped me.
You all right there, Captain? Looking a little parched. Let me get you some water.
While Maya rifles through her belongings, Ishiza stares at you. Her eyes are mirrors, but you don't see yourself in them. You see only birds, an endless sky filled with birds. You are nowhere to be found in the avian oblivion.
Well, dang, Watcher. Save some of that for me.
You still alive?
Your vision clears as drowsy puke starts flicking your forehead. Maybe?
That's enough for dumb ground stink.
The imp chuckles to itself. Have you met Nimnok the Devourer yet? Drowsy Puke's eyes shoot open as Nimnok presents himself, standing aside with arms folded.
Praise the Mighty One. Glorious Nemnok. Drowsy Puke remembers our great plan, eh? When time comes, Nemnok's most beloved allies be ready.
Drowsy Puke bows his head and sighs with reverence. That's awesome. Wait, what do you two have planned?
Nothing.
The imp shoots you a harsh look before turning back to Nimnok. Nimnok turns to you, curling its mouth in a sneer.
Captain Groundstink needs to wash stupid armor. Smells awful. Nemnok deserves better, eh? Tell Skull to stop biting Nemnok in sleep.
Nimnok aims a venomous look down your pack at Council Hawk's leering skull. There's interaction between Nimnok and Council Hawk? That's amazing.
Nemnok call on Drowsy Stink soon. Plan will work. Need patience, eh?
Nimnok drags a claw along the scalp of its adoring acolyte.
Drowsy Puke, Mighty One. Drowsy Stink works in kitchen.
Hey, the imp sighs before turning back to you. Farewell. Nice. And it came with you could put on your walls. Pretty awesome. Beyond the expenses. Shivering Isles is the best piece of content Bethesda's put out to date. Alright, and fetid spray. The imp turns to you and lets out a quick puff of vile spray from an orifice that abruptly snaps shut. That is disgusting.
Don't know your face, Ground Stink. You the one I'm supposed to find?
The imp squints and looks you over. I'm Slandered, captain of Normandy.
They let you sail boat?
One of the imp's eyes bulges skeptically.
Master told Fetid Spray to bring baubles to Sanctuary. Offer to stupid ground meat for coin.
The imp gestures towards his warriors.
Here, from Master. Master's most glorious words.
As well as biting the imps. But if we had an expansion, the best add-on to a game was Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. I will fight anyone that disagrees. Never played Mech Warrior 2, so I can't comment. But it seems boss pages in agreeance. 4 Mercenaries was top tier too. I forgot, but Arena actually came out first. But Daggerfall was the first proper Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I don't go that far back. What are these simple instructions? Slandered. I will keep this terse, in case my imp should meet an unfortunate end and this missive is intercepted. By now you will have encountered other members of the Circle and laboriously scrutinized their motivations in breaching Whale's obscured sanctum. Allow me to add my rationale to theirs. My desire is a simple one. Tidiness. There's already one god blustering his way through the Deadfire, and I have no desire to see him joined by another. If Asina still lives, try and keep her alive. She has a modicum of potential, and it may yet aid you in Whale's unusual territory. Archmage.
Where nasty Fasina? Instructions for her, too.
An assignment for Fasina. Fasina, you will be blameless to conclude that our time together was wasted. The task I assigned you range from tedious to toxic. I gave you only beginner's cantrips in exchange for thankless labor, and in every way earned your deserving ire. In spite of these setbacks, you have persevered to become a wizard of exceedingly bright potential. You went over my head to access books you had no authority to read, learned spells beyond your capability, and even turned the imps against me in a short-lived insurrection. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Which is all to say that I am delighted by your progress. A wizard does not ask for permission or consign themselves to a rigid structure of authority. A wizard is a driven skeptic and agitator. Even the Archmage only tolerate their self-imposed circle on the best of days. Whether or not you still consider yourself my apprentice, consider Whale's Sanctum your final assessment before graduating to better things. I think you will find yourself equal to the challenge. Yours, Archmage. Should you survive the ordeal, you may use this as a letter of recommendation.
So, what does Master want?
Fetid Spray draws uncomfortably close and peers down at the parchment with you. Interesting. Archmage wants me to keep Fassima alive while we explore the halls obscured.
Stupid, ungrateful Fassina doesn't deserve to clean Master's chamber pot. Well, try not to die then. I no care.
The imp shrugs. I hope that Archmage appreciates your hard work.
Master trusts Fetid Spray to handle coin. That means his best imp, most trusted friend. Fetid Spray is loyal, eh? Not like some.
The creature aims a withering look at his colleague.
Complacency will be Master's undoing, huh? We dismantle his manor from basement to roof.
Drowsy puke grinds its fist into its palm.
Terrible imp plots against Master, eh? You worst friend.
And Fetid Spray shakes his head in disapproval. Show me what you have for sale. It was an expansion released back in 1996, which is pretty much an entire new game with a ton of new mechs and a new mechanic and campaign. Back when people actually gave content for money. Back in my day, right? I absolutely prefer expansions and really miss the time when they were much more prevalent.
What you want, Groundstick?
Expansions over DLC all day. Okay, so we can switch out people from this spot. You know what? Even though she is not leveled properly at all, I'm just curious to see what happens with her. So we'll pick her up, and if it doesn't work out properly, we can always just switch back to Alof. Especially since I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, sure. Oh, so she's a chanter and a wizard. But she can't choose that. She's a conjurer, so she can't choose that. So here, pillar, I guess. Summoning. Increase amount of damage, critical hits. I don't even know what weapon. Oh, you're only a level 16? Good lord, girl.
Something you'll need?
Chanter, aggressive. Sure. Whatever. Just stay out the way, lady. Ooh, this will not work at all. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's get this party started.
Keep it down.
The columns of flesh smell enticingly of sausage. Wow. Oh, wait. Well, there are things to loot back here. Whatever that was. Whatever that was. Whatever that was.
Let's see what we found.
What's over here? The central stack. So wait, the archives. Oh, that's back. Collections. Oh, that's back to the Deadfire archipelago. Oh, okay. Notes and sketches in Morrow's hand litter the table. Whether it's sealed by machinery or magic, there's no moving this door. All right. Let's see if we absolutely need Alof or if she will do the job for us. Oh, crap. She's got no items whatsoever either. Whatever. Expansion or DLC, I'll take either. I want more content for a game that I really like, whatever it may be. Ooh. Hey, there's people there. Ooh. Robed figures unflinchingly clean thick gore from the stone floors. One in the kip looks up to you. If a person can be described as looking without eyes. Hello.
These are the archives. The accumulated lore of those who see without being seen.
Argo, take care, man. Have a good one. And it keeps coming out with more DLC. That's great for me. But I think the beginning part takes too long to get your main. Yeah, that's actually one of the things that I mentioned in the Dragonfall review tomorrow that I really appreciate. You get the vast majority of your companions right up front. And the last one you get like on the second mission. So you spend the majority of the game with your full crew. I love that. I love that. I really, really appreciate that. And I feel like there's way too many games that have great companions, but they try to spread them out all throughout the game. And some of them you get when the game is halfway or almost all the way over. And it's like, why? What is the point? What is the point of doing that? I started playing this on Saturday, but then my controller broke. Are you playing on console? Because otherwise you don't need a controller. But you're probably playing on console. In which case, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You have to stop by your local GameStop, man. Pick a new one up.
Do not remove the books from the shelves.
The man's voice plods emotionlessly forward as if he is heavily sedated.
Lest you face reprisal.
See without being seen? I see you now. You have no eyes. He doesn't respond, say to stare blankly at you. Or not stare, exactly.
Kind of feels like he'd be blinking at you. If he had eyes to blink.
Do not interfere with the work of the archives, and its librarians will not interfere with you. Furthermore, the Oracle has limited patron admittance to the lower levels only. Trespassers in the upper floors will face reprisals.
Did the people you're cleaning up not follow the rules?
Not at all. These librarians were retired by an intruder wearing a mask.
Was this masked intruder a tall woman, maybe named Mara?
I'm afraid not. A woman matching that description did ask access to the vault, however. We did not grant her request. Both intruders have entered the quarantine section to the east. We have not pursued, as that section is under quarantine.
Don't steal your books. Don't go upstairs. Anything else I should know?
For your safety, please avoid the eastern stacks. They have been contaminated.
Contaminated?
The contamination will be remedied within 5 to 15 years. Please keep further conversation to a minimum.
The figure nods his eyeless heads and turns away, returning to his work.
Real friendly sorts.
He rubs the back of his head and shrugs. Okay. This is interesting.
I'll handle that. I'm afraid not.
Circulating library. Central stacks.
Real quiet now.
Siad, what's going on, man? How are you? Okay, so that's considered stealing.
You'd think they'd learn eventually.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So that's how you could steal things if you wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Hey, I think I read that one back at Cat Nua.
That's interesting. Yeah, I just broke my... Stop me from catching up in Pillars of Eternity 2, but I have learned that it's best to make the most of a painting urge if you ever want to finish anything. That's awesome.
Hey, you worst captain.
Yeah, I just broke my headphones. Stepped on them trying to get a chicken pie out the oven. I'm using ghetto headphones right now. We do what we have to do. So then, what's going on? Who are you? Why did YouTube recommend you to me? I assume it's probably because you like RPGs or maybe specifically CRPGs. and consequently YouTube decided that you might enjoy the channel.
Something I can do?
If so, welcome.
Pretending.
We are now in the middle, or rather closer to the end of a playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. All of them going to yes, no, oh, here. We do have an opening, small though it be. There we go. Stefan, what's going on? How are you?
I was chewing through Cadnua's foundation long before Aothas finished the job.
And you're very proud of this, I see.
What that book?
How am I supposed to get this if she doesn't? Oh, I see.
Aye, aye.
Click here to subscribe.
Mm-hmm. There we go. And we're good. Great soul as the sun keeps coming up.
What's this?
Ooh.
You have only delayed your death.
You cannot disarm the trap? What? Are you serious? No, his mechanic score is sky high. Thank you. What was that about?
Ever wonder what happened to your old pets, Watcher?
I never did until you brought it up, Consulate. That seems especially wrong. Go, 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 go. Yay. Okay.
Why are you carrying so many eggs? Sure. They will spoil.
Nobody in here. Okay. Make sure it's nothing secret. I am still kind of confused about what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I assume all will be revealed at some point. What's here? A stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "While scions of Forest and Ardra fought, the dreams of invaders died." It looks as though a book could be placed here. Arcana, examine the lectern. The rain and ozone scent of arcane energy wafts from the lectern. There appears to be a spell imprinted in the stone. It looks as though a book could be placed here. Okay. How do you know? While scions of Forest and Ardra fought, the dreams of invaders died. The founding of Red Saris, maybe? Let's see. A stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "They carried potential born of a word and shared like a secret." Examine the lectern. There's a spell. Hollowborn. A device inscribed with arcane runes glows dimly before you. The runes request an answer to their questions. Lick the runes? That's an option? All right, sure, lick the runes. They're warm and lively as bare skin, but limed with a spark of arcane energy. They taste bitter. When you pull away, every hair on your body is standing on end. Activate the runes. The air sparks with discordant energy and the runes go dark. Their questions remain unanswered. All right, let me check the others. All right, let me check the other side just to make sure. In fact, you know what? Let me take my books back. Remove. Remove. And we'll go back to the other side just to confirm whether or not there are books on the other side that maybe I am supposed to get. What's this? This stack of books exudes the smells of recently tanned leather and iron gall ink. It's shocking. Really need to get back to my Pillage Training 2 and Pathfinder and Wrath of the Righteous playthroughs, but I've been stuck on Warframe again. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's try all the way on the other side. Maybe there are books that I do
Someone should
not.
have killed this stuff with fire before it reached the books.
Small suckers extend from the fungus to the books. They tremble as you pass by.
Got someone in my sights.
Oh. These are the things that were going to be killed in 10 to 15 years, I assume. Whoa. Spore-infested librarian. Good Lord. It's kind of rough. Let's try it again. Get down on the floor. Just stop it. And we'll try it a third time, however many times it takes. Oh my God, he actually dropped down. Okay, so these guys are for real, no joke. Where are you running to? Whoa. All right. I'll let them deal with that dude, whatever's going on there. Adder, what are you doing? Come on, bro. Thank you. Good Lord. We good? That was deeply unfortunate. God dog. I think I think they clobbered one of his people. Did not expect that. You should check out Encased. It's a sci-fi CRPG, and if you make your PC dumb as rocks, the dialogue is so funny. I not only played Encased, I did a review for it on the channel, but that happened I think early last year. So I don't think you were with the channel yet at that time. Warframe was great back in the day. Yeah, I never played Warframe back anymore. Skull saltiness? Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. As you have to tome, a wave of spiritual essence overwhelms you. The strength of its force so immense you can't help but be pulled under.
The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away. Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not?
Oh, this is what one of you mentioned, right? That you can give Lingrath books about herself? Well, I think we'll definitely be doing that.
So much knowledge consumed and grown over. We may never appreciate how much was lost here.
Oh, hell. Hope nobody was planning on reading these.
Fungus fingers have left damp smears of spores between the pages of this book. That, okay. Right, that's what I assume. Okay, the books that I can give her. Absolutely. Okay.
Trouble up ahead.
And here go. More problems, I assume. Whoa. I don't appreciate that. Not necessary just yet. Bang, 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 bang. Excellent.
Need something stronger.
It also tells you how Lingrath survives. It's interesting how he cheats death. Nice. Okay, because the other mages don't really cheat death in that way, right? Like I know Consulhad is Lich, but I think the rest of them, they're just old, right? This fleshy column of fungus pulses faintly with bioluminescence. It smells moist. A muted scream echoes somewhere far below. You sense essence flowing lethargically to and from it. Perhaps Perhaps this serves as a hub for the spores infesting the archives. Strike it. Here, you. You hack and poke at it, your weapon slamming uselessly into fungus and coming away clean. Strike it. The fungus shivers at your blow, possibly in pleasure. Wow, strike it. The fungus thickens before your eyes. It coos quietly. Okay, leave it be. What in the hell? That's interesting.
Dim in the lantern.
Quarantine section.
Tell Bert to leave Nemnock alone.
Tendrils of fungus reach for a hole in the ceiling. A rush of fresh air whistling through the opening. What am I supposed to do with that? There's some DLC. What's going on, Paulo? Yeah, this is the DLC. Huh. Maybe I was... Wait, is that something? What's this? Oh, no. It's just a sparkling thing. Okay. All right. So, wait. That's a quarantine section. But I wonder if maybe there's something in the restricted section that can help. So let's check out the restricted section and see what happens. Kinky fungus. Put Underrail on your playlist. Yeah, there's a lot of people who've brought up Underrail before. So it's definitely something I plan to play. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this year, though, because there are so many prequels of games that are coming out that I need to play. So we're playing these in preparation for Awoken. Then we'll be playing through Divinity Original Sin 2 and the Baldur's Gate games in preparation for Baldur's Gate 3. I might want to get into the Fallout games in preparation, in somewhat preparation for Starfield. And Dragon Age, no, in fact, scratch that. It's the Dragon Age games in preparation for Dragon Age 4. And then hopefully Mass Effect 5 is supposed to come out next year. We got to play the Mass Effect series. I got like a whole big list of games I have to get through. And somewhere in there, I might be able to fit Underrail. All right, now, with Scions of Forest and Adra fought, the dreams of invaders died. Oh, so the books didn't change. The dreams of invaders died. Wouldn't that be this? Am I wrong? Nope, Boss Spades, no Dragon Age 4 news as far as I know. Wait, what does it say? They carried potential born of a word and shared like a secret. People of the Deer, maybe? Ha 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 ha.
Quiet time.
I don't know if I so wait, these both go to the restricted section then? Wait, this says restricted section. I think that's that quarantine section, not the same. All right, so we got two different places that we have to go to. I don't know if I play Fallout 1 and 2, Dagon. They might be too old for me. We'll see. I'm going to try out Fallout 1 and see how I feel about it. But I might decide to just skip over to 3. The text on these pages appear to have been reproduced by some manner of stamp. I've heard that the storytelling is fantastic, but
I see you then.
Oh, that's a librarian. So wait, and see, I'm not sure. Am I really supposed to fight these people? See, now I'm not sure. I almost feel like I should go to the quarantine section first.
Trouble up ahead.
Yeah, see, there's a librarian there, but I feel like I shouldn't have to kill all these people. There should be some way. Yeah, let's go to the quarantine section first and see how it works out. No. Sad days, I want that news, that reveal. Yeah, me too. I'm a huge Dragon Age fan, so I would love to hear some specific information about what's supposed to be next, but so far there's been nothing. Underrail is a spiritual successor to Fallout 1 and 2. So I know that's supposed to be the case as far as like the feel of Underrail and like the difficulty of the combat. But does Underrail have a big focus on like story and dialogue? Because the thing is, usually I prefer party-based games because I loved having party members and learning about all their personalities and their backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. And I know that was definitely not the case with the original Fallout games. And I assume Underrail is kind of the same thing, which makes me wonder if it's really, if the appeal of it is really about difficulty in combat.
Still is a pond.
I'm biased, but I think the older ones are much better, but they have a different feel. And yeah, it has a big problem where 2 is, as the BG1 problem, where 2 is much more digestible. Got you. Can confirm Underrail is great if you like lots of reading in your games. Doubt that is a problem for anyone here, though. Yeah, I don't care about reading as long as I'm reading like cool stuff. And hey, I just got a quest update, so I feel like maybe this is the way I'm supposed to really go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, watch it with that.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have given her that. All right, so this requires the proper key.
Dim in the lantern.
A smithing hammer salvaged from Durgan's battery. It is too heavy to lift. A rudimentary rifle recovered from the wreckage of Evendura Bridge. A bullet is lodged in the barrel. It may never have been fired. Who's seeing me? Underrail has an involved story, but yeah, you're pretty much solo for most of it. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, they definitely have a different feel. Not bad, though. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely plan to check Underrail out. A rune-etched medallion hangs against the breastplate of this blood-red armor, secured around his gorget by a steel chain. Arcana, examine the necklace. The pendant bears several potent sigils of conjuration and binding, doubtlessly designed to infuse the armor with soul essence and animate it with a semblance of intellect and life. Investigate the armor. The pristine crimson patina of this armor seems almost to shift and flow as you peer at it. Gold gilds the plates, and a fine lattice work of rune etchings run along the trim. The blade held tight within the armor's gauntlets, however, shows signs of use, including the stains of long-dried blood. Swipe the necklace. As your fingers brush the medallion, a pulse of magical power thrums through your hand and up your arm. With a whisper of scraping metal plates, the armor's helmet turns toward you. Ooh! Well, first of all, everybody attack. That's first.
Need something stronger.
Ooh. That's not good. Are you serious? Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. That was ugly. Keep going, y'all. No. Attack him. Yep. Okay, cool. Really? You waited all that time and then finally did that? Crimson Panoply. Ooh. Wonder if this stuff is any good. Reduced healing. All right. Rest. Egg? No. Oh, that is what we were using before. Okay, fine. Rest.
When the wheel has ground you all to dust.
But a very good story nonetheless. Especially the DLC story is supposed to be fantastic, but I haven't reached it yet. Let's talk because Underrail has convinced me to resume my playthrough. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing with my build. Interesting. So Underrail has DLC. Okay, that's cool. I honestly almost feel like recommending you do Fallout 2 first, as it's a far superior game, but it's a direct sequel. What's behind it there? You just melted. Man, I mean, he immediately went down like it was nothing. Come on now. That's not cool at all. You can insta-kill that armor if your Arcana is super high like mine was. See, I left a lot at home, and otherwise maybe I would have been able to do that. All this. Hey. The sun and chalice crest is the only decoration remaining on this rusted through Darkosi Palladini. What did it say? Palladini what? Palladini breastplate. How far did you get in your Underrail playthrough, Damas? Because I heard it's kind of a long game, right? You're not slowly dying. Stop that talk. Boom, boom, boom. Good Lord. Let's do that again, shall we? What is going on? Oh, turning people against us and then we got to take them out. That's what happened. Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. This is subjective, but Fallout 3 and 4 story isn't great, but that might just be making comparisons. I definitely agree about Fallout 4. I really didn't enjoy Fallout 4 that much. I felt like it was incredibly bloated. I really enjoyed Fallout 3, but I think that was more so because I had never played the Fallout games before. So for me, everything in Fallout 3 felt really, really fresh and new and cool and interesting. I love New Vegas. I thought the storytelling and the setup for New Vegas was absolutely incredible. This twisted skull belongs to a novice transmutation wizard who died casting her first self-authored spell. The remainder of her skeleton was deemed too disturbing to display. Rough. Also, if it wasn't for that, the game would have failed hard. I agree. Definitely agree with that. Show to you. You gonna join the party? We forgive you. It's okay. See, that kind of crap is why I'm not looking forward to going up in that vampire island place. Because I know they're going to be turning my people against me left and right. You got to do the whole protect Eder against those type of spells and then send him out on his own and all that kind of stuff. It's annoying.
See fractured souls,
Ooh.
but they don't care for them. Damaged, broken people are abandoned by their makers to twist in the wind, given no succor, no relief. Would an intentionally fractured soul be similarly inconsequential to them? I will use their apathy against them. I will make their disdain serve me.
Fascinating. 3 was my first Fallout game. But I still grew up on old CRPGs. Interesting. So then you still ended up circling back and playing the first 2 Fallout games? Ooh, this looks interesting. And the same thing as you with Dragonfall, where I started over and over again to decide what direction to take my build, so not very far. Hey. The world and quests have all been really interesting. Interesting. Okay. Looking forward to it then. It's like 100 to 200 hours though, right? Like I remember someone saying it's like a really, really long game. A mottled heap of spore flesh ripples with agitation. From the depths of a furry membrane, a long stalk emerges, topped with a mushroom vaguely shaped like an eyeball. The eyeball stares at you before sloughing off and rolling away, leaving behind a wet trail of slime. It's so beautiful.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
I do that with all games that let me make it PC. What fights against that? It's willpower, right? Charm. I don't remember. Is it perception? I think it's the one where if you choose the buff that protects against anything that goes up against perception, that it protects from that. Honestly, though, if you remember how 3 worked, you could do 1 and 2 fine. It's not like BG1 where it's a vastly alien system. It's just more stat-based and more things matter than you would think. Oh, okay. Interesting. Michael, what's going on? How are you? The spore colony stiffens. Ripples of unease travel down its flesh.
We are the Archmage Lengrath. What are you?
Whoa!
Talking swords, talking fish, and now talking mold? Medico, wake me up when something keeps its mouth shut.
I'm Slandered, captain of Normandy. A long tendril slowly extends out of the colony, exposing a fleshy membrane that inspects the air around you.
Almara, cylindrical, efficient.
And proud of it.
Maya flexes her bicep and winks at the colony.
Your vessel, in essence, is compatible with Lengrath's song. Now you will accept our excrescence.
Like being in dark caves reduce your accuracy and the like, or if you choose Jinx, you can punch yourself to death by accident. Ooh, okay. So it's not really that hard, though. It's stuff that, if you think about it, it should be obvious for you to figure out.
Casita, I know that you enjoy new experiences from time to time, but this thing wants to infest you, replace you, make you into a mushroom. Just thought I'd make that clear in case there was any confusion.
Your extra sense?
It wants to make you a growth, a horrible extension of itself.
Jason, what's going on, man?
Lengrath must spread, must carry on the old tradition. We must grow. Your vessel is satisfactory. Your soil, appropriate.
I'm okay, Jason. How are you? Were you able to figure out something with your place? Why do you think you're Lengrath?
We know we are Lengrath. Lengrath is a thought line stretching between gardens, and our roots have touched his oldest song. Unproductive to debate with a vessel. You will understand shortly when your song joins ours.
Can we just go our separate ways?
There is only one way. We must escape the prison, and your water will give us the strength to move on.
I'm no one's vessel. An orifice yawns open from the depths of the fungus and discharges a cloud of pungent spores, the sounding of a biological alarm. Your skin crawls as many fungal creatures turn to you in wordless fury. Oh, and of course it's a higher level than me, but hey, whatever. That was quick. Not good. Wow. My question is, if I focus on you, Well, that didn't go well. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not evicted. No letter appears, so I'm not stressed. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. I'm really just trying to DPS down whoever charms as fast as possible. That's probably a good strategy. No, it's not really hard if you know what you're doing. It's just if you don't, it'll make you panic a lot. I guess it's a common problem with CRPGs, but the main problem is if you have no manual or you're not a good critical thinker, you're kind of screwed playing that. Or if you do the dumb and put all your points in heavy weapons and wonder why you can't shoot anything, make your character with strength 3 or lower. Got you. Okay. Yeah, boss. Didn't realize that.
Talking salt.
Okay.
Just thought I'd make that clear in case there was any.
Your vessel is satisfactory. In her haste, she dropped her book. The masked pretender followed close behind.
You tried to infest Mara?
When Landgraf is shared, it is a communion.
You mentioned someone in a mask?
Yes. Something of the collections that reeked of magic and dead soil. Waylaying it was not our desire. We have seen the harm it can inflict. It has no place among us.
Back to my other questions.
Questions are a spoil.
You're not Landgraf. Can we go? Okay. Okay, first we need a buff, right? Well, we also need to help our peeps. So first we, you know what? No, you're right. It happens too quickly. They come out immediately. So we just need to lay down the heavy rain immediately. You do that immediately. And then this. You know what? I'm going to go with defensive mind web to help us all actually be able to live. Okay. And do this. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I keep forgetting that actually that impacts allies as well. That's not going to work. How's Naruto going? Not starting it yet. I think the general consensus was, unfortunately, my daughter is not quite old enough for Naruto. But she'll get there. She'll get there. You won't find out till... Whoops. My last quick save was actually a little bit further back. You won't find out till halfway through A+ Evil Game Design. Love it. That's awesome. All right. First, let's get off that bar from her, all right? All right. Okay. Unfortunately...
Talking salt. I just thought I'd make that clear in case...
In her hate. Question.
Okay, so now we know. You know what? 60% of the show would whoosh over her head. Yeah, unfortunately. Why not try Full Metal Alchemist or Fairy Tail? She might be old enough for Fairy Tail now that I think about it. Hey, Malcolm, my daughter's 5 years old. So the general consensus was she probably needs to be around 10 before we could try Naruto. I don't understand why. I hate that the game will tell you that you're a high enough level. What is this? Is this Forgotten Sanctum? Right. So the game will tell you you're a high enough level to do a certain quest, but then you'll still run into enemies. Oh, you know what? But now that I think about it, I'm level 20, which means no matter what, this enemy is a higher level than you. Okay, so that's just by design. All right. The weakness in this party, especially without Aleph, is that we don't have very many things that are area of effect. And accrue burn damage over time. We could do that. Ah, whack. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay. As soon as they come out, let's do that. And she can do much bowler. I think. See, it's not large enough. So instead, we'll do this. And what I'm curious about, what I'm not sure of is this a situation where you really want to take out this guy? Where once this guy's, oh, it doesn't matter. It almost feels like it doesn't matter. Spore Cloud, Charm, yeah. That's not helping, that's not helping. Spore Cloud, Spore Cloud, Spore Cloud. Okay, she's back. That shoots 2 projectiles at once. Let's try that. I just want to see. Can we? I just want to kill him. Can we kill him? Can we kill him? That's all I want. I just want to see if when this thing goes down. There we go. Does that? That is the way that it works. Good Lord. Ooh. We almost didn't make it. Holy smokes, that was rough. Gravity Falls. But check out Gravity Falls. So much fun for kids and really good for us to watch with them. Where do you watch Gravity Falls? Is it on Netflix? Yeah, we'll need a little time. I suggest herbicide and locking the door. Gravity Falls for kids. Okay. Just watch Bluey. Dark Savant, what's going on? How are you? Yosef, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, I've been off for a couple hours, but don't worry. It'll all be in my live stream playlist. You'll be able to watch it back. Let's see. You said Bluey. So, Bluey and Gravity Falls, where do you see that at? Do I have spell shaping? I don't think so. What is spell shaping?
A grafted soul is obscured from the sight of the gods. It spreads freely like a blood fever, but doesn't kill its host.
Yep, I got it, Boss Page. Disney Plus.
I will be a fever of the spirit. Invisible, unstoppable, eternal.
Fascinating. This is really cool, actually. I actually like getting this this backstory.
You captain? Nemnak better captain.
Bluey's Disney Plus. But where's Gravity Falls? Oh, is this coming up on the other side? Yes, it is. Ooh. Spore Infested Librarian. Luminescent Spore.
Trouble.
Ba-dum. Come on now. Thank you.
To alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Lady. Oh, wow. You don't have any second wind, huh? Yeesh. Yep, you went down. Oh, well. Oh, Gravity Falls on Disney Plus too? Oh, that's awesome. Nope. All right. I just said concentrate on them. Why aren't you doing that? Why are you running off on your own? Stay behind that her. That's first of all.
Lost the lad. Can't get a clean hit.
We're getting clean hits, don't you worry. It gets decided being able to recommend it to people young kids. Mine are older now. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's getting old enough now where, you know, I want to make sure, like, she's watching a lot of stuff meant for really, really young kids on her tablet. But I have fond memories of sitting up watching, you know, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things of that nature with my father. So I feel like I should do a better job of starting to find things we can watch together, especially stuff that I know that the kid in me will also enjoy. So appreciate you all recommending these things. Girl, you always come in with this as the very last minute. Where is Maya? Why isn't she attacking? What's going on here? Thank you. Good Lord. Seems like every one of these fights has been absolutely brutal. I hope this is the hardest of the DLCs. Good Lord. Oh.
Let's see what we found.
I got a place, but I'm out of food.
A limb may be grafted from one tree to the trunk of another, and in time, they'll bear sweeter fruit together than either might have alone. Mightn't it be possible, then, to graft the scion soul to the rootstock of a willing kith? The souls wouldn't fracture, but coalesce. They'd grow stronger together.
Nice. So, of course, my dad did that with me. It's only natural to support that. Also, Kippo's Journey is top tier. It's on Netflix here in Australia, but don't know if it's different in Burgerland. Whale Isle is the hardest DLC, I think. I'm getting that feeling. Kippo's Journey. For both kids is Adventure Time. To the kids, it's just a fun, quirky show, but there's much more to the show the adults will forget in line. Okay, I Literature Time more than my kids. Oh, wow, really? That's interesting. Okay. A thick, verdigris patina encrusts this copper orb, locking it in place.
Real quiet now.
Okay. Did I? So can I unlock with spore encrusted key? Okay, I have the key for this now. And what is this place? Nothing there. And now back to the central stacks. But I should find the book's title. A voice spoke to me when I picked up the first sounding like I should find the 4 additional values if I want to hear the whole story. And I found all that, Root and Blanche. I found Mars' grimoire on the body. So does that mean it considers me to have thoroughly searched this part? Let's see. Because that's what I'm not clear on. Do I need to kill all those librarians in the restricted section? Or was I just supposed to get to this section and now I'm good? We'll see. This quest confuses me. And here? trap detected. I'm glad I didn't hit that. And oh, I'm not.
As I indulge myself.
Whoa, whoa.
I'll handle this. Let's see what we found.
The Lantern of the Boreal Light, ship of Isolt, Watcher of Yarmar, lost at sea in 2767 AI. Oof.
A shadow comes.
I've got nothing.
This chick dies, I'm gonna have to.
That order's too tall.
There we go.
This thing isn't doing the job.
That's one thing of armor. Man, I think it is kind of hilarious that all these people have been getting absolutely beat down. Eder ain't died once. Eder's like, what's the big deal, guys? It should just be what we do. Is it Adventure Times? A kid show? I heard it gets heavy midway through. The remains of Lucala, Watcher of Pazala. Not heavy in a way that is scary exactly, but yeah, heavy. Okay, interesting. That's good to keep in mind. Thanks for bringing that up, Dinga. I mean, honestly, I'm not necessarily scared of exposing her to heavy topics. You know, she's already experienced death. She's already experienced like her grandfather passing away, who was someone she definitely loved and was close to. So this stuff is not really foreign to her. Okay, so this is way back. The deep gouges, dried goblets of slobber, and fractured lock on his chest suggests several unfortunate things occurred. Interesting. Adventure Time has the aesthetic of a kid show, but has a lot of things and plot points that will go way over kids' heads. Adventure Time. Interesting. Eder is like, stop, guys, it's that easy. That's exactly what he's saying. That is exactly what he's saying. Oh, this is the restricted section. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll take care of this.
The cat. Notes and figures scribed in an indecipherable scroll crowd the edges of these scrolls.
Nemnock hopes you're both six.
Let's take a look.
It's heavy in that it's melancholy and it's kind of slow for kids. High Guardian Spice? Never heard of it.
I'll handle
What? How?
Yes?
Wait, what is this doing? -5 fortitude, -3 corrode armor. So no problem. So weird. What is going on? All right.
Better part of valor.
Nemnock hungry.
I love. Meanwhile, have you seen what I fight in? A bathrobe. I have no armor. That's no excuse. Okay. So that's to the restricted section.
Every vestige of their identity has been forgotten, right down to the bone.
At ease.
Chief Librarian. Whoa. Okay. Quick save. Use the incantation of the hand to open the vault door leading to the oratory of will. Okay. Plaque has been defaced. That's probably not a good thing. Okay. The Oratory of Whale. So I'm confused. That's where I want to get. Oh, and I've got to be there to get there. Okay, fine. You are making me want to play Pillars of Eternity 2, but I had to finish Kingmaker. So many games, so little time. I understand.
Tell Bird to leave Nemnock alone.
Imagine how I feel trying to balance all these games I'm supposed to play.
And the wheel has ground you all to dust. Only I will remain.
Stop it. All right. Let's save here in case there's a problem. It was Crunchyroll's great idea to support Japanese animators by creating an American cartoon that cost more money than the average episode of Naruto with less quality and pocketed the money. Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. An incredibly complex mechanism seals the door, standing impenetrably before you. Its gears, rods, and tumblers rival the innards of a construct for intricacy. You're not even sure where to begin the process of breaking this lock. 3. Examine the engravings. Ooh, none of us have history. Ooh, is it Aleph, maybe? Shorty frowns at the engravings. Looks like a hand? Examine the mechanism. The device seems to be the work of a madman. Some of the components seem thoroughly redundant, while others display dependencies on workings that are in turn dependent on them. No mere lock, this vault door represents a puzzle, a labyrinth for the mind. Mechanism, pick the lock. After an hour of sweaty, difficult work, a peal of clanging contraptions announces something. The parts of the door shift before you as the mechanism's rods retract, opening the way. Ha ha! Actually disgusting, they got. Kippo's Journey has an amazing soundtrack, which is crazy for a kid's show. Nice. Camera, what's going on, man? We're discussing kids shows.
Ain't nowhere left to go but up.
Okay. So this is yet another new place? Which I mean less quality. When I mean less quality, I mean they had Google search PNGs in the show. It's hilarious, but yeah, not well made. Wow. Have we? Okay, we haven't been there, right? Right, no, we haven't been there. I was like, the map is already exposed. Have we been here?
Never have accepted your backwards kind among the circle.
The masked man, endearing by his accent and shrouded in robe and cowl, stands with a hand outstretched towards the water woman.
You cannot kill me. There are rules.
Blood oozes from a gash across her forehead. Ooh.
She needs our help. Apreta, our only hope for answers is about to bleed out.
I doubt the capacity of a wizard without a grimoire to enforce rules.
The circle would crash upon you like the breaking wrath of Ungati herself.
Hey, whatever's going on here, we can resolve it peaceably. The road man barks out a harsh laugh at your interjection.
Ah! A
He shifts his mask briefly towards you.
You cannot move against me. The circle will not allow it.
The forces at work here are older than the Circle. Not to mention that the Circle seems to have forgotten me here. Forgotten even who I am.
Fion Leg. I don't remember anything about him from any spells or anything. Flames ring his closed fist.
You think they won't find out? That they won't come for you? They're the most powerful individuals in Aeora.
The air shimmers with heat.
How do you think they'll fare against the Titan of WoW? Let them come.
Whoa! Mara's charred corpse smokes silently on the tile floor. What's the meaning of this? Shoulders squared, head high, the robed figure turns on you. He looks almost regal. Hey, those of you who have done this before, did I screw up? Is there a way to save Mara? Or is that always what's going to happen? Thank God, please don't tell me anymore. I'm already monumentally disappointed by this. Perspective shifts constantly is the biggest problem besides the writing, but really, $200,000 goes a lot farther in anime than the USA. Crazy to think Rick and Morty cost more to make than One Punch Man. There is no wizard argument that can't be solved by a brick and a sock.
The late arrivals, then. Allies of Maura, I presume. Tools of the Circle.
Now she dies here? Damn, okay.
This one holds himself with a measure of authority. I don't like it.
Name yourself, then. Out with it now.
I am Slandered, the Watcher of Cadnua.
Do you think me a fool? Meerwald is the Watcher of Cadnua. For whatever good that ruined hovel has done him.
Meerwald died years ago. I claimed his keep.
I fixed it up real nice, too. Can't say it's much to look at now, though.
Years? Years, then?
He gingerly runs a gloved figure along his mask.
Maura spoke true after all.
Shaking his head, he shrugs.
Little matter. Allow me an idle moment's curiosity. Have you heard of the Archmage Fion Ledge?
Ha! Bluff. Oh yeah, there was a book about his exploits among the shells down below. He exhales a prolonged sigh.
You truly do not recognize me. Then the effect is not localized. Neither limited to mine own mind, nor to Maura's. Unless, perhaps, could the Hand Occult have developed some manner of contagion?
I knew someone once who'd been forgotten by the world. His attention snatched back to you, his expression concealed behind his mask.
My apologies. It's all rather disorienting. So let's not leave you to complicate matters further.
He withdraws a rod from among his robes.
I knew it would come to this eventually.
Gritting her teeth, Facina draws her weapon.
Farewell, Watcher of Cadnua.
Oh, so he's leaving. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This seems like it's going to be bad. Yep, not good. All right. Oh. Get up. Y'all not getting up? Seriously? So it's all considered one big fight then. Not good. Might have to start this over again, to be honest with you. No, 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 no. Come, all come, all come. Might have to do this over again.
Need something stronger.
Yep. No, 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 no. Go, run, 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 run. Yep. Gotta do this over again. God dog it. You're about to have a really bad time. Thanks for the warning, boss mage. Rogues make really bad armor. Hey, Michael, thanks for the $2, man. Why is that lamp so angry? Yeah, this is a little rough. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, get out of the street. Don't cross the street. Oh my God! Run, 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 run! Here. Okay. Excellent. Now. Stay out the street. Come on. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Jesus. Why am I getting hit? Oh, because I'm way too close. Why am I so close? I don't understand why he does it. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. There we go. Now we got these freaking tentacles. Okay. Uh-huh. Are you the one who... I want to learn that spell. All right. Now you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, snap. Are you serious? Oh, you still have to actually deal with him. Well, that sucks. Stop him, stop him, stop him. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh. Come on. Whoa, Eder almost dead. Oh my God, are you serious? Wow, he went kamikaze. Oh, wow, this dude is going kamikaze on me. Holy smokes. Just what they got says that I got this. Damn, that was rough. Okay. Okay. I get it. Yep, as soon as you give him your stamp of approval, Dagon. All right. Come on. All right. Can I save right now? Can I save while in combat? Of course. All right. Start with that. Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, you. Are you serious, Fassima? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. They're both using tentacles. That's fine. Wait. Are you? Yep. She start that up. And you do that again. Okay. Excellent. Okay, now. Gotta attack him first. Oh, God dog it, and we just ran out of focus. Here. Back up, you. Okay, now. Everybody absolutely attacks. Where is he? Yep. Everybody attacks him. Do that. You. Put your all into knocking him down if you can. You don't have any more resources you can use. I just need you to get up to 60, bro. Soul Mare went down. We good? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Tactics. All right. This fight is really cool. Looking forward to get into it. Yeah, that fight was awesome. You need actual power moves on this dude like console. Yep. Good, scrub the ball. What did you become an Archmage for? Well, I was fired but lazy. Why the ball spins would just increase in intensity? Because they knew how great it would be. Honestly hoping for phase 3. Archmage of Lasers. Sounds like a great title to be. I take it. I know, but I understand the blunderbuss is short range. I don't understand why he keeps running past Eder. Like I want him to position himself behind Eder and shoot the blunderbuss. Why are you getting ahead of the take? Stop. In your mind's eye, you make out the memory of the Archmage bar at the bookshelves. The guttering vision pulls down tomes and scans them quickly before returning them to their places.
Kara, where is it? I've searched every other chamber in this godforsaken isle. The sacrifice must be here.
She pulls down a scroll.
I will find it. I will satisfy their God's damn device. It will grant me access to the body. And then, it's merely a matter of adapting the summoning. The foreign god will fall, crushed by Wild's hand. By mine.
The Abwa Archmage's aura spikes with rage.
And the pieces plunged into the depths.
She stiffens, suddenly silent, and looks over her shoulder, past you.
Who's there? Show yourself!
She stands and strains as a familiar masked figure steps out of the shadows.
Hello again, Maura.
Firelegs. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Fireleseg's voice slithers from the darkness. The figures fade as the vision shimmers, breaks apart, and retreats from your sight. Find the book Mara was searching for. All right. Whew. All right. Save. The masked wizard lies dead at your feet. The mingled scents of sweat, incense, old paper, and mildew hang on the air. The robes shift gently as if something is moving beneath them. Insight, is he faking dead? While he's not moving, hey, search his mind for signs of life. You open your mind, searching the remnants of the wizard. You sense no sign of complex thoughts. Remove his mask. You bend down and free the mask from the wizard's face. It's heavy, crafted from rune-etched gold. The mask of the wake. +1 max in power points, grants Veiling Hood. Once per encounter where the wearer is first attacked, they gain the effects of the spell Arcane Veil. Ooh. Beneath the mask. Ooh! Man of worms. Swarm. Beneath the mask, a withering mass of worms fills the hood. They squirm against one another, half alive. You see no flesh, bone, or even soil. Only worms. This is a trash JRPG. An angel, then Satan, then God. We ain't doing all that. Fellas, is Last of Us show any good? I'm not watching it either way, but it's impossible to get an opinion on it online that's not tainted by the discourse. I'll probably watch it sometime this weekend. I was waiting to get to like 3 or 4 episodes. I'll let you know what I think. Probably starts with battle targeting someone further in the back and doesn't switch to a closer target. With a pistol, you might have the range to stop it from being a problem. Yeah, no, we're sticking with the blunderbuss. I get it. To be frank, no complex thoughts. It's just day-to-day of an average person. Yeah, Dagon, I agree. I've heard that The Last of Us is good as well. So I'm looking forward to finally watching it for myself. The robe figure slowly deflates as worms wriggle from within its leaves and beneath its hips.
A remote corporeal projection, which means the wizard is still out there.
Ishi, please stop eating the worms. Please.
Don't suppose anyone cares to go fishing?
Hilarious. So we're gonna have to deal with that dude again. That's not gonna be pleasant. This tome appears to be a record of secrets that followers of Whale have whispered to their god in strictest confidence. A shaft of light breaks through the splintered roof of the oratory of Whale to illuminate an empty pedestal. Though it's sometimes hard to tell in the Hall of the Unseeds, it's daytime. Motes of dust hover in the glow of the sun. Place Barkana's grimoire in the light. The light shines down on blank parchment and dim runes. Nothing else happens. Wave your hand in the light. The skin of your palm prickles with comforting warmth. Leave. Huh. Okay. We'll have to come back here. Okay, we found the book she was looking for. Looks like annotated history is done. We'll try over here one more time. Nothing. All right. Last of Us never interested me personally. Just another grim zombie apocalypse game show. Not my kind of thing. So did you not play the Last of Us games then either? Heard it's good from people that hate it too, and all its baggage, so that got me interested. Yeah, I haven't heard nearly the same discourse regarding
Archimede's library is a footnote to the glory of this collection.
Watcher, are those eyes?
Yeah, I haven't heard nearly the same controversy regarding the show. So that's also what makes me interested. But of course, the controversy is going to start in the second season, because they already said the second season is going to cover the. Ooh, those eyes are not cool. The second season is going to cover the events of the second game, which is where the controversy really got running. Night, Boss Page. Take care, man. Now, Velma, on the other I've heard terrible things about Velma. I can't wait to watch it. The plaque on this display reads Helder's Inheritance. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's a librarians there. Okay. And the chief librarian.
Greetings, visitor. This is the scriptorium.
And the dad vintage armor. I prefer the OG. Near Gestalt. What? Never heard of it. The Last of Us 1 was really good. Really good story. Really good gameplay. Last of Us 2 kind of went a weird direction in multiple different ways. Story was cringe. Gameplay was fun. Huh. Is the gameplay of Last of Us 2 a lot different from the first one? A woman, her upper features nothing more than an ill-defined smear of skin, bows her head to you. Her angular jawline and the pointed ears within her cowl resemble those of an elf.
If you seek the Temple of Revelation, you will find it to the north.
Quill in hand, the Sceptral folk, the formal name for wood elves, hill speak for sheltered people, if that's what she is, makes a quick note in a small leather-bound tome.
We came for answers, not directions. Are you the abomination in charge here?
The librarian does nothing beyond adding a quick line item to her ledger. Why do you think I'm going to the Temple of Revelation?
Because you must. It is entry and exit.
You seem to have misplaced your eyes.
Much of what can be found here better remains unseen. Sight is unnecessary for the work of the halls obscured.
Do you mind answering a few questions?
Ask what you seek.
Started the first one. Got a couple hours in and just found it to be a snooze fest. No shade on people who like it, of course. Not everything needs to or even should like the same things. Got you, okay. The TV series is pretty good, especially when they stick to the actual game parts. There's one of the earlier games of the sad dad genre, made by Yoko Taro for PS2, remade last year. It's a game about a dad doing dramatic things for his daughter. Interesting. Velvet Discord has just been hilarious to see. I agree. I'm astounded at how strongly people seem to feel that it's trash. The people here, you all seem a bit preoccupied.
The scriptorium was recently breached by one of the subjects from the collections. There is nothing to be concerned about, but it might impact the demeanors of those present here. How else might I help you?
The escapee you mentioned for the collections. I don't suppose it was a masked wizard?
Perhaps. If the wizard has procured a mask for himself, did you encounter him?
She pauses, quill perched above her pages. Briefly, can you tell me anything more about him?
I'm afraid not.
The woman jots a few more notes in her journal.
The individual in question's record has been expunged. He no longer exists.
Postinago, it doesn't work that way. Records, ledgers, all of this is just scribbles, an expression, not the thing itself.
Do you know what Mara was trying to accomplish?
I'm afraid that I did not ask her. She was working at the Treffine.
She gestures toward a strange device to the south.
She respects our work, so the Oracle allows her limited access to the archives and scriptorium. They have established an accord.
You hear this? Never trust an Archmage. They will conspire with anyone or anything if it serves their interests.
Who is the Oracle?
The Oracle of Wal. They manage the halls in the name of he who sees and is not seen.
Can I speak to this Oracle?
If the Oracle wishes to commune with you, they will do so.
Are you in charge of this place?
Of the scriptorium, in a manner of speaking. Of the halls obscured? No, that would be the Oracle.
You seem like the person to ask about the halls obscured.
I will provide what answers I can.
What do you do here in the scriptorium?
We record what occurs within the halls.
She gestures to the scribbling scribes.
Whereas the wings contain those things redacted from the world above, the scriptorium keeps the history of the halls themselves.
So much has happened down here that ought to be forgotten. So much has happened up there that's worth remembering.
Sighing, Maya bends down to stroke Ashiza's crest. What can you tell me about the archives?
The archives contain the sum whole of the historical record of Aora, both the original drafts and the edits.
Take care that you do not confuse the two. I have my doubts about the quality of a blind librarian's record keeping.
Facina crosses her arms.
Further, they contain a number of unusual and interesting artifacts. I believe that we are in possession of one of the warrior Riona's boots.
Shorty and Maya exchange quick, confused glances. What's the purpose of the collections?
The collections store those individuals and creatures determined to be detrimental to Aora and the work of the gods.
Delman's back. It's a comedy without laughs, which is the main problem. That and it's mean-spirited. That's not good. Well, I say dad in the Japanese version. Gestalt, it was a brother. MC was replaced by a dad in the American release. Near replicant. Interesting. I've never heard of it. I guess I like the Game of Thrones girl. She seemed fine to me. Some people didn't like her being in that role. Oh, there's someone from Game of Thrones who's part of the Velma show? I really like the main character who plays the dad in the TV series. Played a good chunk of the Nier remaster. It's got some high quality sadness. For me, Nier's contrasts are a way better way to do it than ever-present grimness of The Last of Us.
Rather than allow the redacted materials to go to waste, we revise and anthologize, occasionally releasing amended texts.
Is this the center of the hand occult?
A womb, perhaps, but not the fetus. The hand occult no more possesses a center than
Last
ours
of Us. Got you.
Even their organization has tentacles. No matter how many limbs we cut, there is always something unspeakable to grow in its place.
How long has Mara been coming here?
Decades. I would have to consult the records to provide a more precise answer.
Wow.
Her interest lay in the arcane applications of the Titan. The Oracle has determined that her studies benefit well.
This Oracle would not have approved of Maura unless she had something to exploit.
Back to my previous questions. She bows her head.
How else might I help you?
This stuff on the walls, I assume that's connected to the body of Wa?
The Titan rests beneath the facility. Its ties to the halls obscured have grown extensive over time.
Is it dangerous?
Of course. As are you. As am I.
Those of us who can see where we're going have a slight advantage over you, Sere.
Very well. Okay. Interesting. The squat device before you hums quietly, except that it's entirely silent. The humming sensation you realize happens not in your ears, but at the edge of your mind. Activate the device. No obvious mechanism announces itself as the method by which this machine is made active. Breathe heavily on it. Your breath fogs it, but nothing else occurs. Press the panels. You push against the different colored pieces, but nothing changes save the addition of a few smudges. Bang on it. It does not respond to your strikes. A few of the librarians eyelessly glower in your direction. Step away. All right. So
better part of valor.
Why do you hate the Archmage's camera? Vasco is one of my favorite actors ever since I watched Prospect. I might end up watching The Last of Us anyway just because of him. Nice. I used to watch Narco, so that was really my first introduction to him.
Give me the order.
Go down. All right. And there we go.
Ishi, quiet time.
Whether it's sealed by machinery or magic, there's no moving this door.
Let's see what we found.
Temple of Revelation. That's where she said she felt like we probably wanted to go, right? Well, do not know if you like or not in the first 2 minutes, so that's good. Best original HBO animated show, don't you know? Right. Didn't it like set some sort of record or something? Ooh, is that another one of them stone tablet thingies? Okay. So that's the way, the Hall of Revelation is where we probably need to go. But first, let's make sure we've searched around the rest of this.
Easy now.
The heat from this brazier seems far more intense than you'd expect from its size. A dark opening in the fleshy monstrosity below permits this support. Creepy.
Priest lady, huh? You deserve better, Captain.
You were saying?
God dog it. Oh, someone screwed up. Screwed up the texture. Oh no, she's gonna come in and screw it up, isn't she? Yes, she is. No. Excellent. Okay. The light shining upon the book resting on this pedestal seems to darken the words on the volume's pages. The writing glows slick and indistinct, eventually running down the slanted pages and off of the tome entirely, into a trowel set along the bottom of the lectern to catch it. Ink runs from between the pages as well, giving the impression that the book weeps. When the last of the ink dribbles from the book, the pages are left entirely blank. Leave it be. Huh. Sure, I'm supposed to do something with that, but I don't know what. So I'll have to come back. Yeah, Velma is the best original animated show on HBO because it's the only original animated show on HBO. Right. That's what they did. Hilarious. So they're not lying technically. Man, Narcos was sick. The guy playing Pablo carried it so hard though. Lost all interest after it moved on from his story. Yeah, that first season was awesome, and then, or maybe it was the first couple of seasons, and then after that I was like, nah, it's just all right to me. Okay, where am I now? Temple of Revelation. I've already been here, right?
Hey!
Whoa.
You worst, Captain.
Oh, okay.
I didn't touch anything. Did you?
Ooh.
We are not finished here, Tane. Do you understand?
Smoothing her rose with short, angry movements, Lingrath turns her back to her colleague and rounds on you.
The imps report you've taken care of the fungal infestation in the archives. That's one less concern on my mind. Well done. Have you made any headway in locating our wayward Archmage?
Lingrath leans forward, eager for news. I'm afraid Mara is dead.
Damn it. She was a brilliant wizard, but always so reckless with her life. I wish...
She shakes her head and sighs. When the eye looks too far to the side, you can see the back of it, which is a bit of a mistake. Interesting. Are any of you a fan of Overlord? Oh, Robert, are you talking about the anime? If so, you missed the conversation they were having. They were saying that Overlord is definitely a show that I should watch.
Well, I pray she grows wiser on her next turn about the wheel.
Lingrath's usual stoicism falters for a moment, and she turns away, a frown of deep concern etched into her face.
How could this have happened?
She was murdered by a man in mask and robes, another wizard by the looks of him.
Maura always did have something of a knack for making enemies.
She taps her foot, arms crossed, thinking.
He's yet another concern for us to keep in mind, then.
While you were on Maura's trail, we've learned a bit more about our unusual environs.
Certainly not from exploring them himself. How much can he learn from the lobby?
A finger of the hand occult has kept this place going with a skeleton crew of librarians, archivists, and muscle. But they aren't the ones controlling the body. Something else is running the halls obscured independently, and doing a decent job of it.
Disregard Overlord. Watch Konosuba. What is Konosuba? Never heard of that.
Your definition of what constitutes decency is dubious at best.
Well, these halls are more lively than most of the abandoned sanctums I've visited.
The archives aren't exactly empty. There's a horde of eyeless librarians tending the stacks.
Something here is invested in maintaining old projects. Whoever they are, they haven't seen fit to show their face.
There's 3 seasons. Is it on Netflix?
Stay on task, Tane. Regardless of how interesting this sanctum's keepers may be, we must deal with Wao's body first.
Konosuba is an isekai comedy show. It's the best. Okay. Stay alert. We still got a rogue Archmage to worry about.
A concerning wrinkle, yes. We don't know yet what role this madman plays here, so I suggest you stay out of his way for the time being.
Lingrath continues to speak, but you lose her words in a sudden rush of essence. The energy tears your attention toward a disturbance in the center of the antechamber. Not a disturbance, a presence. Anyone else feel this? Uh-oh.
As you approach the pool, an unpleasant weight grows in the pit of your stomach. It feels like the moment the floor gives out beneath you, just before the plunge, but somehow suspended in time. A sensation like static electricity tingles across your skin. A whirling vortex of essence twists within the pool. It does not stir the water around it in the slightest. Langrath and Tane watch you from afar, the latter's expression bright with undisguised curiosity. Langrath's countenance, on the other hand, remains characteristically guarded.
Metaphysics. Examine the vortex.
Its cold, dusky energy feels somehow familiar, but you're unable to identify it, or what might be causing it.
I really should have Olive around for this quest. Reach out to the... don't suppose any of you know what this is?
Looks like water to me.
Tane reaches in and splashes you, oblivious to his hands disturbed in the vortex.
Unusual arcane energy emanates from the pool. If the Watcher can see it, I suspect it's some form of window into the divine realms.
That was my second guess.
Tane smiles at Lingrath.
Feels real old and quiet, Watcher. Like a doorway to an ancient tomb.
You see something there? Then it must have to do with the fabric of reality. Or else you have eaten something which did not agree with you.
Konosuba is when min-maxing goes horribly wrong. Really, the two are polar opposites. I don't know if it'll be better than Overlord, but I'll check it out. I didn't think Akami would be any good, and that was actually really good.
You think maybe it's the soul of some fish? Hey, Watcher, fishes got souls, don't they?
Hey, everything living has a soul, fish included.
Yeah, of course they do. Well, easy to forget that sometimes. Good to be reminded, though, of everything we're fighting for.
Reach out to the anomaly.
It reaches back towards you. Tendrils of soul energy interlacing with the prodding edges of your own spirit. The coils of essence tighten, grasping at your soul, pulling at you as you've pulled the souls of others. Your vision blurs as the in-between leaks into your perception of the here. The walls, the pool, everything of the Temple of Revelation runs like water, sloughing away and melting into the empty blackness of the in-between. Not quite empty, no. The fleshy, undulating tendrils of the body of Wow remain, almost aglow in the darkness.
I will secure a body that lasts.
The entity's presence presses against the edge of your mind, of your soul, resolving into a soundless voice in the back of your head.
You see, but are also seen, as is your trespass.
Ooh.
You think you can see us?
Oh, this is new. I'd offer to take the first shot, but I'm not sure it'd do much good.
Huh. Maya balls her fist at her sides.
Certainly ain't the kind of eyes a gal wants to get lost in.
Do not listen to this walking nightmare. It is an illusion baiting us to lunge at shadows.
What are you, interloper?
An Amua, because I'm Moana. You can tell by the teeth and the skin and everything else.
Obviously. And a watcher as well. That is not the knowledge we seek. You intrude upon the resting place of WoW and soil these collections with your filthy fingers. We would know. Are you one more wizard in pursuit of unearned power? Or something other?
I could do the bluff. I am the Herald of I'm the Herald of Barath.
Death's touch finds no welcome in these halls.
Tell it to Maura, you witless pawn.
Fasina narrows her eyes. The Oracle mirrors her expression before shifting its focus back to you.
Thus far you have respected these halls, but your trespass remains unwelcome. We can no more allow you access to the body than we can the redacted Archmage.
Redacted.
You should leave this place while you remain cognizant of the option.
I only came here to prevent Mara from doing something dangerous.
No reason remains to fear her. These halls will consume you, body, soul, and history alike. They will cleanse you.
The entity's tentacles shift beneath it, curling into small semicircles at their extremes.
Farewell, interloper.
Oh, she reminds me of a... what are those eyeballs called in D&D? It's not Beyonders. Behemoths? Something like that? Ooh. Another go-round with the tentacles?
You okay there? Looking a little rough around the edges.
Whale's one-eyed butler is upset that we're tracking mud in its home. Lingrath's eyebrows shoot up in an expression of genuine surprise. She quickly stifles it.
I suppose I should have expected Wal would leave something behind to guard this place. For now, you must
Beholder.
investigate the collections.
Yes.
So long as a rogue mage runs loose in this place, Aora remains in grave danger.
Yeah, her look reminds me of Beholders. All right.
Hey, you. Glad we finally get a chance to talk, one-on-one, away from the rest of the rabble.
Tane shoves his hands down his pockets and winks.
I can hear you, Tane. I'm right here.
It's good that we're on the same page with all of this.
He spreads his arms wide to encompass the whole of the antechamber.
You know, wow, and his great big body.
I haven't decided what to do about it.
Really? Well, here's a little advice from Tane. I would try really, really hard to figure that out. And soon.
He nods.
Between the two of us, I did a little exploring of my own before you showed up.
He talks covering one side of his mouth, though his voice carries across the hall.
You haven't been to the collections yet, have you? It's just down that way. You'll hate it. There's a bunch of different people trapped in there. Lots of kith in some kind of stupor. I think they've been here a long time.
Drowsy Puke, is this your doing?
Kids blame imps for everything.
Drowsy Puke makes a crude gesture.
The prisoners, it's like this place tore out everything that made them them and left a bunch of statues behind. Except statues don't usually shamble around and cry. Take this. It's a spell that should wake the prisoners up again. Just make sure you read it somewhere they'll all hear it.
Huh. What, like a stage?
Use your imagination.
Tane smiles and shrugs.
Head west out of this fine antechamber and the collections are right down the stairs. Can't miss it.
What do the halls obscured need with mindless drones?
Maybe they knew too much? Rare information seems to be the currency of this place. I'd suggest that you ask one of the prisoners, but they aren't very talkative.
What exactly does your spell do?
Let me try and put it in terms we both understand. This place has a way of unplugging people's heads and letting the memory stuff drain out. All that stuff kind of blends together. the memory of someone's first kiss gets stuck to the memory of the price of hagfish. My spell gathers the memory stuff into kith-sized chunks and stuffs them back into people's heads. No one leaves with the same memories they came in with, but at least everyone gets an equal slice.
Could I, maybe get a copy of that spell? I have some friends in the Brass Citadel who might be interested in some light mind control. I'll even split the finder's fee.
This sound right to you, Watcher? Shouldn't we be guiding these poor souls towards the light?
Tane wants us all to be as mad as he is.
Fasina massages her brow.
Sorry if I got a little technical there.
Doesn't giving people random memories seem irresponsible?
Of course not. See, a brain needs memories like a sewer needs waste. Without the waste, it's all just tunnels. Give it a little time and these prisoners will be their old selves again, just with some extra fun. Maybe someone will wake up and realize they can play the harpsichord or speak Valiant.
His portrait is killing me. He just immediately looks like someone you absolutely should not trust.
Wouldn't that be a nice surprise, huh?
I'll consider it. No promises.
I hope you can do some good down there. I hate to see so many people without a single good idea between them, you know? Like the Deerwood.
Wow, Eder? Tane folds his arms and sighs.
Deerwood has plenty of fine ideas. Most involving fire and things you can set on fire.
This guy right here. What a sport.
Tane points at Eder. Man, Fasina is great at being irritated in an endearing way. Oh, you trust him, the boss? Yeah, okay. What do you know about Whale's body?
If there was a day in Wizard College when they talked about god bodies, I might have slept through it. Based on what we've seen, I'd say Maura used this place to nail down her tentacle spells. Lucky her. There's tons of inspiration here.
You really want to awaken the Titan?
What? The prospect of sending a mountain of eyes and tentacles to wrestle Aethys isn't enticing enough for you?
Tane chuckles softly.
Wouldn't it be boring to let a body like that molder and rot? I think we can do better. I think Aora deserves better. Even if it knocks over a castle or two, I think the fun will justify the cost.
Says a wizard who clearly ain't ever had a castle.
The Hand Occult manages the Halls Obscure, correct?
I'd be surprised if most of the Hand even knows that this place exists. They want the world to think they write travel guides and circulate pamphlets of local history. It gets shady when you read past the margins. Things don't always add up.
You're about chaos, the boss?
Not even the Hand could tell you which facts they edited for convenience's sake, which ones they spelled out, and which ones they spelled wrong. And this could be where it all happens.
How do we separate facts from the Hand's version of facts?
That is a head-scratcher.
Tane scratches his head.
I suppose the solution is to be skeptical. You have to ask yourself, how much do you trust anything in a book? Does a story become more true because someone paused to write it down? I should really charge for discourse this engaging.
Postenago, you couldn't pay me to listen.
What's the Hand's objective?
If they ever had one, you can bet they've changed it a dozen times over the. Anyone who wants to control information on that scale wants to engineer society.
Always. Interesting.
Whatever they plan on doing with that power, you can bet they'll lose control over it in the end. You don't keep something like a society constrained to just one vision.
Weren't you saying that you were playing Underrail? Does Underrail allow for a chaotic type of playthrough? Lengraf, what do you think of the Hand?
Some speak of the Hand Occult as hyper-competent masters of four-dimensional Hazatoa, when they know of them at all. In truth, the Hand's operations are haphazard and ill-executed. We know they exist because they inevitably leave evidence of their work wherever they go. That they succeed in spite of themselves is hardly evidence of the Hand's competence.
Council Hawk, any experience with the Hand Occult?
Amateurs. Time and again, their agents showed up at my doorstep and wormed their way into my confidence, hoping to sabotage my research. I sent them home with bags of their own teeth, as a parting reminder that my time is precious and my patience thin.
Appreciate you, kid. Take care. Have a good night. See, he's actually talking the most sense of anyone in this room right now. Wow. Back to my other questions.
You know me. I'm an open book with plenty of pictures.
Tane hooks his thumbs into his pockets and smiles. How did you become an Archmage? Excellent question.
My father donated to all the best colleges. I earned a couple of free degrees until I found something I was actually good at. I owe a lot to my father, including He always said he wanted an Archmage in the family. Kinda backfired when I dropped the surname. It's just Tane now. Hi.
He smiles. You aren't as academic as your colleagues.
Thank you. Wait, that was a compliment, right? I know I don't fit in with the rest of those book learners, but I've got it where it counts.
He holds his hand over his heart.
Thinking is a big waste of time when you've got raw, unvarnished instinct on your side. If I worried about research, safety, or ethics, I never would have cast the first chaotic orb.
I don't understand what you're saying, Robert. Fun fact, for any Mass Effect Geth Shield, boost skills with tech upgrades. Did you know that? I don't know what that means. I don't have information about the political situation on Underrail to know what the best way to cause chaos would be. I want to create chaos, but also not just get everyone killed. So do you consider yourself chaotic good then?
You do know about my chaotic orb, right? That's my spell. It was really popular when I got it into circulation.
You're familiar with this spell, aren't you, Facina?
Ah, it is the highlight of my grimoire. Are we done petting his ego yet?
Facina rolls her eyes.
Oh, good. I was concerned for a second there.
Tane smiles. Isn't that his only spell, though? Like, I don't remember anything else with his name.
I worked really hard on that orb. First time I ever applied myself. Once wizards started using it all over the world, there was all this talk and fanfare. Have you seen this thing? Look at it go! Those were good times. These days, no one asks if I'm that Tane anymore. They don't tell you in Wizard College that achievement can seem downright underwhelming.
Any thoughts about your colleagues in the circle?
Kalikoth is great. She once shouted into my face so loud that we both passed out.
Farewell. I'd like to think I'm chaotic good. Interesting, okay.
Now we may speak with something like privacy.
She casts a hooded glance in the direction of Tane and shakes her head.
Tane has asked something of you.
Lengrav beckons you forward with a discreet wave of her hand. He'd like me to free the prisoners in the collections.
And you accepted. How terribly large-hearted of you.
She raises an eyebrow. I didn't say that.
Forgive me my assumption, then. Word of your good deeds precedes you.
Ooh, I like that. The Geth Shield boost is a skill in Mass Effect. It puts a shield around you that deflects damage and absorbs damage. Its skills... Are you saying it scales with tech abilities? So how good you are at tech abilities determines how good your Geth Shield boost? Are you playing Mass Effect 2 where you can add on a different ability based on who's what party member quest you've completed? And I believe if you complete Legion's quest, the ability that you can get is the Geth Shield. So if you've leveled up in tech, then it'll make the Geth Shield better. That I did know. Honestly, Mass Effect only has 3 types of brackets. Everything is married to, so tech tends to work with all tech. Yep. Same with weird biotic skills. Yep. I think in Mass Effect 2, I always added on warp ammo. I think that was my go-to.
What Tane asks of you appears a mercy, but it's only a selfish attempt to bolster his reputation. He's a devious child who delights in making the rest of us clean up his messes. Many of the poor souls held captive here have been so for decades. Anyone they knew is likely dead, their old lives gone. To return them to the world with nothing is a cruelty. The gods only know what havoc these broken people will wreak with the information Tane intends to give them. Lay their souls to rest. Return them to the wheel.
Want murder? You want me to kill them? That's a bit extreme.
All things die. Death is the keystone of the natural order. It's no more extreme than birth. Another chance at life through death is a far greater mercy than relegation to suffering through a dull shade of the lives they once knew. Is it not mercy to let an abused soul move on to a better existence, one free of the memory of the suffering they survived here?
You gotta talk around it that much. Maybe it ain't worth talking about.
She paints a pretty picture from this cozy vantage, but Of course, you'll be the one pulling the trigger. You sure you're ready to help so many innocent victims move on from this life, Captain?
That should be their choice to make, not yours.
It would have been had the librarians here not robbed them of that agency. But they did.
It doesn't get complex till Mass Effect Andromeda, but nobody played that game for some unknown reason. Man, I hated Andromeda, but I'm still going to stream it on the channel.
And there are none now who will grant them mercy.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it.
That's all I ask. This scroll will aid you.
She pulls a crisp, new roll of parchment from the folds of her robes and closes your hand around it.
You need only read the incantation scribed upon it, preferably in a place where all may hear it. Their deaths will be swift and painless.
Warp ammo was my pick as well, since it boosted weapon damage against all the health types collectors use. Yep, I loved it. With a curt nod and a heavy sigh, she turns away. She pats at her hip absently, looking for something out of habit, and finds her grimoire. She flips through it slowly, her mind clearly elsewhere.
I do hope you didn't breathe in any of those fungal spores. Gods only know what havoc they may wreak on your lungs and other systems.
Do you know anything about this place, the Hall's Obscured?
Were the situation we find ourselves in not so dire, I'd be climbing the archive's bookshelves at this very moment, searching for the bottom. It must have a bottom. Everything does.
I'm curious about you.
Let's sate your curiosity then.
I'd like to know what you think of a few of the other Archmages.
Ask. I might even tell you the truth.
The smile that quirks her lips has an unusually savage quality to it. How do you feel about Mara?
Her ambition has always outstretched her ability. It's fitting in a way that it's what finally killed her. After visiting this place, I wonder if she truly developed the summoning magic bearing her name, or if Wal gifted her it.
What can you tell me about Tane?
He's exhausting and exasperating, but smarter than he seems. He is an Archmage after all. Still, he's probably the dumbest of us.
Usually I would go with armor-piercing ammunition. Yep, Garrus loved that. Honestly, M2 was biotic charge, claymore, elbow, so I don't remember beyond that. So you went with the Vanguard, I assume, then. I played on drama. Sure, the writing was trash, but the gameplay and exploration was lots of fun. Basically, the opposite of Inquisition in that way. Yep. But unfortunately, they not only was the writing trash, but also there are a lot of like MMO type of quests and things you had to do over and over again, and I couldn't stand it. But the actual combat and the gameplay aspect of it, fantastic. Surely you have thoughts on Archmage.
The definition of a snake. One wonders what cold-blooded malfeasance he perpetrated upon the Huana, that they allowed him to build a castle in the heart of their greatest city.
The official story is that the Kahanga Palace was structurally unstable, poised to cascade down the mountain until someone financed the renovations.
Huh. Facina rubs her fingers together. Dare I ask what you think of Council Hart?
It gladdens my heart to see he's finally found his proper place in the natural order.
Hey.
As your pet.
Enjoy your delusions, parasite. The Watcher would not hesitate to strike off your head if it served his interests in some mediocre capacity.
Like all monsters dragged from the shadows, Consul Hart is smaller than he might seem. I do not fear the likes of him.
That's awesome. Let me ask you about something else.
Let's sate your curiosity then.
You don't seem to like imps much.
I suppose compared to Tane, anything less than rapturous exaltation looks like deepest loathing.
It's probably can't be solved, just need boy. That's awesome. The Forsaken mod added and cut dialogue here. The Forsaken mod added in cut dialogue here if you killed Archmage after the quest. Interesting. But actually, I hadn't even talked to Archmage yet, so I haven't had that opportunity to kill him if I wanted to. I haven't even had that scene you get where the circle is all talking amongst themselves. If I had known, I kind of just stumbled into this DLC. I didn't realize that that's what we were about to do. So if I had known, I probably would have turned that in first, but it is what it is. I can see what they were going for, and I liked it. But Stoneface killed it. Ryder sucked up, which might be a problem, being the MC and all. Yeah, It wasn't the best.
I neither like nor dislike them. They serve a useful function, and their constant flatulence aside, they can be rather sweet.
Can I become an Archmage?
It seems to me you're not even an apprentice, much less a practiced wizard.
That's enough.
Very well.
So here.
A familiar shrill nattering disturbs my peace. Could that be Console hot at your heel?
She peers past your shoulder to stare narrow-eyed at the skull hovering at the edge of your party.
I heal for no one, parasite. Does your whimsical fabrication of undeath still amuse you? Or are you ready to surrender to the only true immortal among us?
No less charming a skull than you were a lich. Your dependability is a constant comfort to me, Console Hod. Speak your mind.
Show her the annals of Lingrath. I came across this in the archives. You know what it is?
What a curious tome. May I see it?
Brows drawn, she inspects the book in your hands. A strange expression crosses her face, like she's just remembered she left her hearth burning. Hand Lingrath the book. Sure.
I'll be but a moment.
She turns the tome over in her hands, inspecting the cover and binding. Then she places her hand flat on the cover and closes her eyes. A brief flicker of arcane energy dances beneath her fingers.
Intriguing. I can't tell if this is a bit of hand occult chicanery or something more enticing.
She reluctantly returns the book to you. Her gaze lingers on its covers. It gave me a vision of one of your past lives.
Did it now? That's very curious indeed.
She holds her voice carefully even. It felt something like the memories you gave me when we made our pact at Morgwick Inn.
You're not attempting to deceive me then. You're serious.
She blinked several times, clearly caught off guard.
I've just had a distressing thought. Could it be that a shard of the essence of my mentor, of his memories, is held captive in this book? This may explain.
She looks past you, eyes unfocused, thinking, what? Don't keep me in suspense.
I suppose it won't hurt to tell you. After all, I can always kill you if you become a nuisance.
Oh, that's what you think, lady. Kind of a similar feeling I had with Last of Us 2, where if you reorganize stuff, it works better. Ending was amazing, though. Rip off of Halo, but still liked it. Playing Mass Effect is driving is like playing Metal Gear Survival. Says Mass Effect, but is it Mass Effect? I'd rather play as a random Batarian. Awesome.
Slangrath is more than a title. It's a communion going back to the first Lengrath. Well, it used to be. It hasn't been for some time. This must be why.
She taps the cover of the
Mal,
book.
or their agents, must have stolen the memories of the first Lengrath and stored them here, in this accursed library. To what end? I shudder to imagine. If this is true, then I must have those missing memories. And like as not, they're all cataloged in the same way, in books like the one you hold.
Why would Whale do that?
Well may appear mercurial and capricious, but there's a certain logic to their actions, if you consider their goals. To be an Archmage is to drink deeply and constantly from a font of dangerous knowledge. Knowledge a god of secrets might find useful, or threatening.
I can find them for you.
If you do as I say, I'll owe you a boon. An equal exchange.
She nods once, her pleasure obvious in the small smile she tries and fails to contain.
Tread cautiously. This place is no doubt full of unseen hazards.
Didn't I already find all the books, though? So let's see,
You return with news, I hope. Very well.
Team might have some insights. Oh, okay. The book's title suggests there are 5 volumes in total. Oh, and I found 4.
You didn't lose the scroll, did you? Because I didn't make a copy. Do you need one?
Tane tips his head to the side and smiles pleasantly.
Lengrath sure sounded eager to talk, and you were keen to listen. Had a lot to say to each other.
If you play it, I will watch, though. It's entertaining to watch. I think I've seen pretty much every type of build video. Yeah, I don't know which type of character I play for that one. It's been so long since I played Andromeda. I don't know what direction I probably want to go.
Was it about me?
The hand, the cult, stole some books that are important to her.
Is that all? Wizards and their books. I'll never understand it.
Paying for save slots? What are you talking about? $10 for a save slot? Uh-oh. Did that happen? I don't remember that.
Did you say what kind of books? Like journals or maybe grimoires?
I'll need to collect the rest of the books before I can understand them better.
Naturally, of course. Isn't that always the way?
Tane slides and shyly glances over to Lingraf.
That whatever she told you, she's probably lying.
It takes one to know one, but that only proves his point.
Facina slowly nods.
If I were you, I'd stay suspicious. Lingraf wouldn't give you all the facts if it concerned her past. Or, the past of the ones who came before her.
We're just gathering books. Where's the harm?
In case you hadn't noticed already, information can be dangerous. Especially in a place like this.
Thanks for your concern. I'll stay alert.
You do that. If you do manage to find those books, consider bringing them to me first. Always helps to have a second pair of eyes.
Farewell. So, do we have the books now?
Return with news, I hope.
Okay. So... Okay, so I think I found all the ones in that section over there. And now, okay, Deadfire Archipelago, to the Archives, to the Scriptorium, to the Hall of the Unseen. And now I can go over to Collections. All right, fine.
I see great potential in you, Shoti.
I need him to stop saying that. It's so creepy every time he does it. The greasy smear on the floor and soot coating the walls suggests someone had a lamentable encounter with a spell. This featureless statue bears the Ingwithan legend, "The honest mind is an empty cage." I was trying to insult Andromeda, and I was trying to think about the worst game that I could think of to compare to Metal Gear Survival. Popped up, maybe I was a little too harsh. All right. And looks like our formation is still correct. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting kind of tired. I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop. Hope all of you have had a good time and enjoyed the stream. I might end up having time tomorrow night to stream. But if not, and my intention is definitely to be back at it Wednesday night. But regardless, I hope you all have enjoyed the stream. Hope all of you have a fantastic evening or morning, depending on where you are. And I will see you in the next stream. Take care. Take care, Dagon. Have a good one, Robert. Your review things deserve to be compared to Metal Gear Survival. All right. Thanks, Demas. Take care. Have a good one, man.